guys.
Hey guys, sorry we were a little bit late today. Welcome to Turbo Nerds, a Dungeons and Dragons stream. My name is Greg, and I'll be your Dungeon Master. Special shout out to Elite Sid for his stream donations last week. You are the top donation giver. Last week, our adventurers journeyed over Darklake, a massive subterranean waterway in the Underdark. After days of travel, the water grew still, and the echoes of the cavern became silent. Up ahead lied an abandoned Durgar outpost. As the party sailed closer, the faint glow of fire came into sight. A thunderous crash then knocked into the small steamboat, rocking the ship back and forth. The party was able to hang on, all but one. Poor Smoke, our tabaxi wizard, fell overboard into the water and was taken by a creature underneath the outpost. Upon docking on the island, the party discovered that the outpost had been taken over by dozens of kobolds and an evil priestess of the dragon goddess Tiamat. Not only that, but the black dragon named Merc had layered beneath the outpost. The party rushed to the bottom of the island to save their comrade, fending off many kobolds and deadly traps before finally making it into the bottom. During an exhilarating fight between the party and the black dragon Merc and the priestess Asha, Sister Evangeline gave her life to help fight the beast. With a swift chop of his great axe and a little bit of luck, Lars beheaded the black dragon wormling and took his skull as a prize. The party finds himself back on the road to Gracklstugh in today's episode of Turbo Nerds. Alright, so last week you guys fought a dragon and lived to tell the tale for most of you.
Killed that bitch-ass dragon.
Can I just say thank you guys so much for saving me? It was cold, it was wet. I didn't know what they were going to do to me. Oh, thank you.
Yeah, and so you guys leveled up to level 3, and you guys also found a hoard of gold and stuff. Lee said, tell your mom we said hi.
I'm gonna give 100 of my gold pieces to Enya.
I will gladly take that.
Yeah. Got you, fam.
I do not share my half of the gold pieces.
Alright, and you
Back
are
to Rogue,
all
too.
up here. As you guys level up and split the gold between each of you, you guys get back up and you are greeted by that kobold who meets you guys at the door. He's very happy to see that you guys survived, and you guys are you carrying Sister Evangeline's body, or what's going on with that?
I'm definitely not.
Definitely not. Okay.
Get a long rest at all?
Yeah, you guys went ahead and got a long rest in the Black Dragon lair.
Just pretend that all your stuff refreshed when you leveled up.
Yeah. Oh, the guys in chat, the custom emote is there. Should be able to find it. So, thank you for helping us. Yeah, you guys, one of you has Sister Evangeline's body. The kobold looks a little sad as you bring it up to the top. He's like, no, you were supposed to leave it there and put the piece of paper on the body so we can know what trap killed her.
I just smacked the kobold.
Ow!
Never do that to our friend.
Just
and I'll
jump
go,
the kobold. You dick.
go over to her body and start administering whatever rites that I know. I'm not proficient or anything like that, but I'm gonna make a good show of doing what I can to. Is there a place where we can bury her?
You could bury her on the island, or you could give her a Viking funeral, whatever you want to do.
I think Evangeline deserves a warrior's funeral. We should build a pyre and burn the remains.
Leet Sid, the emote is called Lucky Cat Paw, and it's not shown.
When did you upload it? Because there's an approval process.
I uploaded it this morning, so it's
Yeah.
probably.
It's gonna be like 4 or 5 days.
That is unfortunate.
Should be there next stream.
Yeah, next week check in for our custom emote.
Yeah, there's way too many savages on this platform to just have like unmoderated emote uploads. Are you crazy?
Yeah. All right. So, as you guys are doing this, though, you hear a small boat docking in the same island, and from the hole where you guys came wanders a humanoid-looking creature. Enter our new character, Toot Sosa, and go ahead and introduce yourself.
Man, where are all these supplies at? Who are you people?
Who are you?
I should ask you
What
this.
does Tutosa look like?
A humanoid Yanti, still maintaining most of her humanity. Still, very basic, like very low on the totem pole Yanti, pure blood. But she has bright blue eyes, and you can notice if you pay close attention, you see patches of scales on her body that are blue, remnants of a blue viper.
You got some blue shit on your face there.
Him in the face. It's the neck, the neck and forearms.
Yeah, Lars is a little socially inept, so he's like, "What's wrong with your face?"
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, you. Well, there's different kinds of species out there in the world, but for you, my little friend, you won't probably understand that.
I probably wouldn't go after a hobgoblin cleric.
Yeah. Yeah, watch your hands and I'll hold up my stump.
Well, that was me.
Yeah.
Not him.
You guys have Tabaxi with you.
Yeah. The sick burn, Lars. How do you respond?
Well, I would just kill this person, but I'm in a good mood, so I'm like, I'll get you back later.
All right. So you guys bring Sister Evangeline's body up the Cobalt's part. Try as you might, you guys tried everything to heal her, resuscitate her. She came back to life very briefly, but then died again. You guys tried fixing the hole with ramen, packing it in there, but nothing worked. And now you have her body. You guys can head back to the steamboat with your new cleric compatriot, or you can kill every kobold on this island if you want to start that fight.
I'm leaning more towards mass extinction of kobolds.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with that too. I'm ready to set some fires and
Just pillage.
yeah.
General pillaging. I'm always down for a good
Good idea.
pillage.
All right. Well, at seeing the black dragon head on Lars, the kobolds kind of look alarmed and like, Merc is dead? We're free! And they start running around and they have like little party poppers and they're popping them and they're very happy that they no longer have to be subservient to a black dragon.
I look at Wyatt almost for approval, and I spread my hands out in a palm, or I spread my hand out in a palm,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna cast Burning Hands at the majority of the kobolds.
All right.
Avenge my dead friend.
Well, they are kind of over here.
What about this guy? Is he still on the ground?
Yeah, he's still on the ground in front of you.
Yeah, I'm gonna cut his fucking head off.
All right, go ahead, and you'll get advantage because he's like bowing in front of you.
Oh, I know.
While he's beheading bitches, I want to entangle all of the kobolds that are over there.
All right, so you guys go ahead and start combat. The kobolds are scared shitless now. They are like
17 hit.
Yeah, they didn't expect you guys to start doing all this. They're scared.
He's gonna take 14
Run.
damage.
Okay. He is hurt pretty bad, but he has more HP than your average kobold. I'll let all of you get one attack in, one movement and one attack in, and then we'll start combat. So, Smoke, you wanted to cast Burning Hands. Go ahead and position yourself. I'll put you over there because you came and created the group.
Right. Ooh, nice damage on that one.
Okay. be able to catch 4 with that. So, yeah, they actually all die before you, even the ones that pass.
Yes.
And then those logs that were right there, you set them on fire too.
Nice.
Excellent.
That's where I'm gonna cook my kobold dinner.
Oh, I love it.
All right, Enyo wanted to cast Thorn Whip on some people.
What? Entangle. So
Entangle.
that they can't move very quickly. Slash
Go ahead
run away
and
very
put that
easily.
spell up.
And boop.
20-foot square. And put it right there. And they need a strength save. Oh, they're bad at strength.
How unfortunate for them.
Yes, they are kobolds.
So 11, 10, 12, 1, 2, and 5. Yeah, you got them all entangled, and they are sitting there trying to get out, but alas, they
Hells
cannot.
yeah.
All right, we have Dara, Zexon, and Sosa. It's gonna take me a while to remember that. What would you
I'm
get?
gonna show off my second level spells now.
Okay.
She's gonna just come over here, and like basically right here, she's gonna cast Sleep at second level.
All right, go ahead and roll it.
So it's 5d8 plus an extra 2d8. So
78.
let me just. So there's 5 of it, and then
So 3 of them so far. Yeah,
so
that
it'd be
31.
31 total.
That is 1. That's just enough for them all to fall asleep. So those 6 fall asleep.
Awesome.
Zex, what would you like to do, buddy?
I'm gonna walk over and finish off the one Lars was having trouble with.
All right, go ahead and roll with advantage. Double advantage because he's prone and flanked.
Oop. With advantage, here we go. There we go.
Yeah. All right, go ahead and roll damage. That was a bad sneak attack.
That was a bad roll.
All right, you have a second attack, correct?
I do, yes.
All right,
Thank you.
go ahead. That also hits.
Without the sneak attack damage on this one.
Yeah. If you want to fish for a crit, you do have advantage on that, but
Why not?
nope. But you did hit. And last but not least, our newcomer, Sosa. What would you like to do? You know that they're just slaughtering kobolds.
I'm gonna look at them like, what have these creatures done?
Existed.
Apparently not. And I'm gonna hit the one that's prostrated on the floor with my Morning Star.
All right, go ahead. You hit, and you do 4 points of damage. He is still up, so thank you for the $6 tip, Leet said, and we will start off the night with some rerolls. All right, so that is everybody. So go ahead, and now we will start combat. So everybody, go ahead. Let me remove all these first. Everybody, go ahead and roll initiative.
And I have marked the rerolls.
I'll play our fight music. I forgot.
Play the fight riff!
Fight riff. I don't have the fight riff yet. I do have the fight music.
Say, yeah, let the battle begin.
Jesse, you're muted.
Yeah, I'm just physically reacting at my terrible rolls.
Oh, okay.
He's like, ah.
Ah!
All right. That everybody?
Everybody except it looks like.
Alright, so the Cobalt Dragon Shield is going to stand up after getting pummeled.
I rolled an 18 on my initiative.
Why isn't that?
Also, the kobolds rolled 16 and they're at the bottom.
You're not showing up on the tracker, Lars.
It's because he rolled just before you reset the tracker.
Oh.
Okay,
Too quick on the draw.
that's fine. You can go ahead and act first.
Yeah. Alright, let me do some measuring.
They are.
Yeah.
Those 6 are all entangled and asleep, so you'll get advantage when you hit them.
Oh yeah. And I'm gonna let my battle lust overtake me. Fly
Alright.
into a rage.
Alright, flies into a rage.
I'm gonna get this guy first. The better. 12.
That will just miss, even if they are asleep and entangled.
Alright. Well, I can't have that, so I'm gonna save face
Alright.
and roll again.
That's
Oh my god. Alright.
that still misses, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I hear the music. I'm gonna use my extra attack on this other guy.
Alright.
Tired of dealing with that guy. And it's even worse.
Oh my goodness.
So I fail completely.
Yeah, you are just overwhelmed by the new power you awakened down
That
there.
is too much.
As you start swinging around wildly, the dragon skull falls. You forgot to craft a chin strap for it. It falls in front of your eyes. Alright, next is the dragon shield. He is going to get up and take a stab at Toot Sosa. A new sub. Thank you so much for the new sub.
Rage, a
Yes.
healer.
He is going to take a stab at you. This is a 15 hit.
Yes, it does.
Alright, you take a whole 2 points of piercing damage as a spear stabs into your leg. And he gets to make a second attack. For a 12, does that hit? Does a 12 hit, Tutsosa?
No.
Alright, so his second jab goes right between your legs and misses. Next are the actual kobolds. These 6 are asleep, but you see 3 up on the walls. Gonna come over here and they're going to throw spears down at you. The first one at Lars, does a 16 hit you?
Yes.
Alright, you take 4 points of piercing damage. Second one into Lars as well. 16 again, you take another 4 points of piercing. And then the third one into
Take 4 total.
third into Ayadara for a natural 1. He accidentally shoots his comrade on the ground. He wakes up, but he's almost dead. Alright. It lands short and it just lands in the back of that kobold.
It's quite short.
Spaceman 3K, thank you so much for the new cheer. Ayadara, it is your go.
Yeah. So I could just speak horrible things to these kobolds, or I could just start beheading kobolds. And I think that's what I'm gonna do. So she's gonna grab her hand axe and her short sword and take a swing with each.
Alright, go ahead.
She's gonna like kind of come over here and take a swing at this one and at this one, since they're both asleep still.
Alright, go ahead.
So first one at this guy. It's a 13.
A 13 will just miss.
Wow. Second one will be at the other guy
Alright.
with her short sword. 21.
That hits.
4 points of piercing damage.
Alright, he is nearly dead as your
Love it.
short sword pierces him. Alright, next up on the list is Toot Sosa.
I'm gonna cast Blood Puppet on the Dragon Shield.
All right, go ahead. For those of you that don't know, Tutsosa is a blood cleric from the Taldori book. So he needs a Constitution saving throw. Does an 8 pass that Constitution saving throw?
But doesn't.
All right, so he is under your control.
I'm gonna have it slit its throat.
Oh,
All right, go ahead and make an attack with advantage against itself.
Let's see. 22. I got 12.
So it starts putting the knife to its throat, and it just does not want to kill itself. It's fighting really hard against that. So that fails. Do you have anything else you'd like to do?
Yes, I'll just swing with a Morning Star.
So that Channel Divinity is your action.
Never mind, my bad. So which one is mine? Trying to look for the. I guess that's just in my thing.
All right, next we have Zex.
Alright, time for Zexin as usual to clean up the mess.
All right,
Going after the dragon shield.
and you have advantage because he's being flanked.
Okay, I'll take it. Boop.
oh, natural 20.
Natural 20. Go ahead and roll damage.
Then with the sneak attack will be...
Spooky.
Yes, on Beyond 20 you can rename your crit.
All right.
Really?
Spaceman 3K, thank you so much for the new cheer. All right, Zex, for everybody out there, why don't you go ahead and tell us how you kill this Cobalt Dragon Shield?
So, I sneak my short sword up in between the jaw and exit its brain pan
All right.
from the top.
Your spooky knife goes straight through the bottom of its skull and out the other end. It is dead.
Spooky, scary skeletons and shivers.
All right, and it is dead for good. What would you like to do with the rest of your action?
I think I'll move over to this kobold
All right.
and do my 2-weapon fighting.
All right, go ahead.
Do. Is it still asleep, that one?
That one is still asleep, yes.
Perfect.
That hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Without sneak attack, so 3.
All right, it wakes up as you plunge a dagger into its back.
Yeah.
Like, what's that all about? I was trying to take a nap.
Oh, also this one will open up as well.
Ilara Saros 1, thank you so much for the $20 tip and the attuned magical item for Ayadara.
Oh.
Enyo, it is your go.
Well, I wouldn't be an ice queen if I didn't use my ice knife, so going to move forward a little bit.
All right.
Then the bottom left, in the for the one that's in the entangle, I'm going to cast my ice knife at it.
$50 tip from Spaceman. Thank you so much. Is that
Did y'all
the?
not realize what the $50 tip is?
Is that for the actual dragon in the
It's
actual
for the
dungeon?
actual dragon in the actual dungeon.
So then,
We'll have to do another
Another special stream.
another special stream for that. Thank you so much for the $50 tip. I will kill one of these players with that. No, but
No.
all right. So your ice knife definitely hits, and the 4 that are still asleep, they automatically fail their dex saving throw, and
They also wake up.
they are cut to pieces by your ice knife, and they just automatically die.
Oh, that's awesome.
The other 2 do need a dexterity save, but it looks like even at half damage, they will both die as well.
Perfect.
No need in rolling it. Yeah, so you just killed 6 with your ice knife as you throw a dagger into one, and shards of ice just explode everywhere, cutting these kobolds to ribbon like an ice grenade.
Anyo back. Good job, Anyo.
Smoke, it is your go as the last person in the turn order. Last but not least.
Who's still standing?
There are 3 kobolds up here on the wall.
Oh, okay. Is it possible to, if I moved, say, to a place like right here? Wait, hold on 1 second.
Sid, thank you for the cheer.
Okay, so I'm going to move right there. And then I will cast Firebolt at this.
Go ahead and roll. That definitely hits, and it kills him as a firebolt punches straight through this kobold's chest and out the other side. You're able to see it careen off into the cavern wall through the softball-sized hole in his tummy.
Oh.
Next is the 2 kobolds. They are pretty sad that you just evaporated their friend, and so they are going to jump off the wall.
Wait, what about Lars?
Oh yeah, forgot about Lars. Lars, go ahead.
Let's see. Okay, I can get there. I'll run up to this guy.
Alright, so you just run over the bodies of these, like, completely shattered kobolds, and you make it up the staircase, and you are standing in front of the 1 kobold. And you leap the entire stairs. They're kobold-sized anyways. And you're up in his face in 1 turn.
I'm gonna mess him up with my axe, too.
Alright, go ahead and roll.
Oof.
That will miss. Would you like to use one of your rerolls?
No, I'll just attack a second time.
Alright, go ahead.
Hey, crit.
That crit.
Oh no, I don't have advantage unless he's frightened of me.
Well, he has to make a frighten check, doesn't he? When you...
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and roll for both of them really quick. Is it charisma or wisdom?
Let me check.
It doesn't matter. It's either a 7 or a 6, depending on what it is.
It's a 15.
Alright, so they are definitely frightened of you. Go ahead and you run up there, leap those stairs, and you just kill the crap out of these guys.
And his name is John
cut them in
C.
half. Go ahead and tell me how you do that.
I mean, cutting him in half sounds pretty good. I'm
Alright.
just gonna do that.
Alright, you cleave straight through his tiny little kobold body. Is there anything else you'd like to do with your turn?
No, that's all.
Alright, back to the kobold. He is frightened of you, so he is going to run into this little guard hut and shut the door behind him. Ayadara.
I'm gonna start searching the bodies of the kobold, because he's running off and Lars is gonna go chase him down. I don't need to worry about it.
Alright, you find about 20 pieces of bronze. You find several dozen crossbow bolts. Nothing really. You find a bunch of flyers for the adventure.
And then
their little
can I
adventure
also-
island.
Can I also give Lars a bardic inspiration as a bonus action?
You can, yes.
There you go, Lars.
Alright. Tutsosa, you saw a kobold run in here, this little guard shack. What would you like to do? Your mic is muted, Tutsosa.
It's out of line of sight for me, so I don't know where you're pointing at.
Oh. Alright.
I'll just move 30 feet apart. See him.
Alrighty. Well, your dynamic lighting is working, so...
Yeah. Why? It's working really well.
It's working too well.
Zex, go ahead.
Okay, I see. Okay, I have to go right here then. I see him now.
Alright. He is currently inside that building.
Let's see, how far is that? Ooh, maybe I can get him. I can cast Ray of Sickness. It just says creature must be in range.
Go ahead and post it in the chat and let me read the spell really quick. Is it radiation? Is it magical radiation?
Pretty much a sickening greenish energy lashes out towards a creature within range, and it's 60 feet.
As
I'll send-
long as it says it doesn't need line of sight. Yeah, you don't need line of sight. So you guess where he might be in this house, and you fire a green bolt straight into that area. He needs a Constitution saving throw.
Is he already damaged?
He is not damaged. He does roll a 19, though.
He's fine. Good for him. Good for him.
Shit. Yeah, and it's not half damage for this one either, so he is perfectly fine. Enyo.
Nope.
Hi.
Alright, Zexon? Sorry, Zexon.
How high is the stairs there?
About 10 feet.
Okay. Can I do a little jump to get up that height?
Sure.
Mm.
Maybe an acrobatics check once you reach that square.
Yeah, let's try it.
Alright.
So that'll be my move to do that. Let's get the
Sir
acrobatics.
Warbash, thank you so much for your follow.
Oop.
Yeah,
We have
you
rerolls.
yeah, you trip and fall into the stairwell and your head comes off. You-
Just bouncing down
Oh.
the stairs.
yeah.
Oh, the most dexterous of the party, and I rolled the worst.
And since he is dead, he can take off his head. Alright. Next is Enyo.
I'm assuming there's an enemy somewhere, but I don't know where.
Well, everybody is trying to get to this area right here, if you can see that on your map.
Oh, okay.
Yep. So you assume that the last one ran in there.
Okay, so I'm gonna move over here, and then I'm going to use, and worked out nice earlier. I'm gonna ice knife that area.
Alright. Alright, he needs a dexterity saving throw. That knife will probably kill him, though. He makes the dexterity saving throw. But he is hiding with his back to the wall, and with his back to the door, so nobody can come in. He thinks he's strong enough to fend off the raging hobgoblin barbarian. And the
What about
knife...
the explosion?
And the knife just impales through the door, killing him instantly as it goes right through his chest, and then it explodes, covering his tiny little frail body in ice.
Most unfortunate.
He is
Kills
dead,
him.
and that is all of the kobolds. So everybody on this island besides you guys is dead now.
No.
All right, Lars, let's go check out that guard tower.
Hells yeah. Get up in
Are
this.
there-
What do I see in this guard tower?
Dead kobold.
One dead kobold that is just covered in shards of ice. And yeah, and you see like little crates of fungus that the kobolds have been munching on, some non-purified water, and then in some of the, if you guys search the entire island, you find what looks like really disgusting popcorn that they were planning on giving out to everybody, and just kobold munchies.
Do we see a place to refill Lars's new special weapon?
Oh, I left it in the cave.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
It's like that was a one-time thing.
Oh,
Yeah.
Never mind then.
You do find a kobold waste pit if, for whatever reason, you want heaping loads of kobold dung.
I mean, it could be useful.
Yeah, kobold poop is highly flammable for those of you that don't know.
Can I just fill like 3 bottles with it?
Yeah, you go off into the corner and scoop poop into a bottle. It could be used for purified water, and so you guys could survive. But right now, poop is the better option. And so,
Hey, if we have to fight a big old monster that's weak to fire.
yeah, no weapon like poop weapons. All right, so everything on this island is dead now. What would you guys like to do?
I'd like to perform a ceremony for the dead adventurer.
Oh, we're still on that?
Yeah.
Ugh. Can we just burn the body already and get done with it? Let's go.
Yeah. Like, nobody liked her anyways, right? Who was she? Who was she
Another
even?
Goody. Come on.
Like to move to a central location and then ritual cast detect magic. And once it's active, I kind of want to just do like a tour of the outside edge of the island and see if anything kind of blips for me.
All right. As you do that, nothing else really shows up other than the other players.
Can I cast locate object? Wait, no. Scratch that.
I'll let the party know. There's nothing of magical worth here.
Cool, so let's move on then.
Yeah.
All right. As you guys get back to the boat, you find that there is a blood trail leading from the bottom of the boat all the way up the ramps, and you see that the only people in the boat is Bupido and Jim Jar. I'm assuming you guys took Stool with you.
We take Stool everywhere.
Yeah,
I'm
this
pretty
is my
sure
backpack.
Lars is in his back, yeah.
Yeah.
This is my little buddy.
I'm gonna move you guys back on the boat. But your guy's arms dealer, Hemeth, he is no longer there.
That's unfortunate for him.
I mean, is the boat still here?
The boat is still there, yes.
All right. Well, we know the general direction. Fuck that guy.
Yeah, you know the general direction.
I'm kind of curious on where this blood goes.
I mean,
Aren't we
yes.
I mean, there's a lot of blood. What are we talking about? Like, we just murdered like 12 kobolds.
Not the blood that we caused, but the blood by the boat.
Oh, there's blood by the boat. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do we want to follow it?
I mean, I'm gonna follow it.
Yeah.
I'm
I
game.
guess we're following it.
Let's
I'll
investigate.
go with them.
You go up there and you see the Deep Gnome Jim Jar. He is passed out in one of the hammocks on the boat. And you see the Darrow Bupido. He is just sitting there with a little crossbow. He lets you know that when you guys left, kobolds attacked the boat and they killed Hemeth while you guys were there. Hemeth's body is on the boat, and it looks like, much like the Deep Gnome Turvy you guys found underneath your original boat, it looks like his skin has been peeled off and he was perfectly flayed.
What
If
are we dealing with?
the people that we have with us, they've been with us the entire time, right? The
Yeah.
ones- Okay, I'm kind of becoming suspicious that one of them is not right in the head, and so maybe I want to attack them.
They raise, well, the Deep Gnome is asleep, but Bupido lets you know that he knows the way to Gracklstugh because that's where he's from. And he lets you know again that a kobold came aboard and did this.
Yeah, except this is exactly what happened to the last guy, and there weren't any kobolds over there. So explain
Yes.
that.
Can I intimidate him to make sure he's telling the truth?
Yeah, go ahead and roll.
Oh,
21.
natural
You
20.
believe that he is telling the truth.
All right. I'm like, yeah, I think he's on the level.
I'm with Enyo. I say we just kill them both. And do we just keep Stool?
We will always keep still. I need something to sit on later.
All right. Everybody is back on the Darklake now. Let me go ahead and move you guys over there while we're switching over. Guys, we are $46.31 away from our Viking campaign. And over the course of 3.5 sessions, we've raised $454 almost. So let's try to get to 500 tonight. I think we can do it. It's very reasonable. All right, you guys are back here on the Darklake. The Darrow Bupido, which is this gentleman right here, lets you know that he knows the way towards Gracklstugh, and will immediately take over the helms and start steering you guys that way.
Idar's gonna keep fishing, so.
Alright.
So that Lars can keep making jerky.
As you guys get closer and closer to Gracklstugh, there is an acidic smell in the air. It smells like volcanic ash, fire, sulfur. $46.31. Thank you so much, Elara Saros 1. We're at $500.
Oh, it's Viking time.
It's Viking time. I'm gonna 3D print a Viking helmet and I'm gonna wear it during the stream.
Yes, I have chainmail. Let's go.
Oh my god, we should all dress up.
I'm game.
Yeah.
Put some body paint on.
Yeah, I'll come to every stream with war paint and a Viking helmet on. I will, it won't be Dungeon Master, it'll be Odin or something. Or
Wotan.
Loki when I'm feeling dicey. But,
I think that's
another
good.
$20 for Enyo's magical stuff. Thank you, Chanel Morgana.
Thank you.
Get some magical stuff.
Love magical stuff.
Yes,
Can't
I-
wait for Greg to
Stuff.
make a custom item. It's just called magical stuff.
Yeah, you guys receive magical stuff. And we will get Enyo's and Ayadara's magical item
I
before
have
the end.
stuff. Magical stuff.
Your magical stuff.
And Alara Saros is going to put in chat what she wants for that $46 and
Okay.
whatever cents, because
We
she
will.
forgot to put it.
We will definitely take a look at that. Remind me at the end of the session in case it gets lost in chat. All right.
Yeah.
So as you guys are coming through the Darklake, everybody go ahead and roll me a charisma saving throw.
Oh no. Why would you do this? Oh, I'm
17.
good at those. 14.
Yeah, I fail. I would like to use one of my rerolls, please.
Go ahead.
Alright.
You don't want to trust a 5?
Oh.
Yeah, 5 is a very sturdy number.
So good.
12. Oh.
I'm not sure I even trust my 14, but I'm gonna stick with it for now.
Just live by the old wars of Evangeline. It is what it is.
It is what it is. All right, Ayadara, Smoke, and Zexon, as you guys
Oh,
are
no.
traversing over the Darklake, you hear a voice inside your head.
Oh
And
no,
it
it's
sounds-
sirens.
Sounds very heavenly, and you hear it calling out to you. It says, "Please help me. Please, I'm trapped. Help me."
I look at the other two and I'm like, what? I didn't hear anything.
There's someone trapped. They need our help.
Sounds like
We should
oat
go
madness.
help them.
I mean, we're in the Underdark. I don't trust anything, especially voices in our heads.
We're also on a boat, so I would just stay in the boat, going in the way that we need to go, and not trying to help people that are probably going to try to betray us anyway.
Oh.
DM, are we feeling like super inclined to go and help whoever
Yeah.
this is?
You guys
How
are.
compelling is it?
You guys are inclined and compelled to go, and as you get closer and closer, you hear, "Hello, is someone there? Please, I need your help. I've been trapped in the dark for so long, so very long. Please, won't you help free me?" And as you get closer and closer to this, a swirling vortex of water appears closer, and it looks like a whirlpool. And you think that the voice is coming from inside that whirlpool.
I'm gonna dive into it.
I'm going to wave goodbye.
First, do that.
I don't care what you guys do.
I'm just going to watch as Idar potentially just kills herself.
All right.
I just
Time for a new
a whiz-
character.
throw, please.
Who are you casting suggestion on?
Idara.
All right, go ahead and give us a wisdom saving throw.
Can I choose to fail it?
You
Do it.
cannot.
Well, it's okay. I'm not good at wisdom saving throws.
Actually, you could choose this.
I rolled that natural 20.
Yeah.
Wait, I'm using a reroll. I'm using a reroll.
All right. Yeah, unless you do that, you are suggested. Oh, you
There.
fail.
Now I'm suggested.
All right.
You're just hearing voices in your head. Stay on the boat. It's all in your head.
All right.
Cool. I think now she's just confused.
All right.
I tell Boopido to go steer towards the whirlpool.
All right. He is also entrapped by this, and he steers towards the whirlpool.
Can I
Yeah.
punch him in the head?
And you can do whatever you like, but as you
Great.
get as you guys get close to the whirlpool, the boat stops as if it's run aground, and you guys can look down into the whirlpool. Down into the whirlpool, you guys see what looks like a stone floor, and it's about 30 feet down, and it looks like it's completely dry. This looks like this whirlpool is a magical effect leading to somewhere.
I hop off.
All right, you hop off.
But
And-
do you pop off?
I'm gonna follow our cleric.
I'm not a cleric.
I'm following Zex. Just kidding.
Can I do Arcana check?
Yeah, go ahead.
I bet you it was a siren.
Yeah, I want to do the same.
Go ahead, and if you are proficient in Arcana,
I am proficient.
Excellent.
Tutsosa, you are the only one it looks like, unless Dex.
I'm a scholar. I know
Yeah.
these things.
I'm too compelled to do what the voice wants to.
Yeah,
Care.
Tutsosa, you know that there's something reaching into your mind, probably through the use of psionic power to help you rescue them. You know that you can go ahead and make an insight check as well.
I'm proficient in that too.
Go ahead.
Show me. Oh my god.
You don't know whether the object is sounding sincere or not, but who all is jumping off to go?
Or just me and Zex.
I'm so torn because I hate water, but I'm also compelled. So
Here, kitty kitty.
All right, those of you that are jumping down, go ahead and give me an acrobatics save to avoid taking some damage from jumping down all that way.
Oh, I have expertise in that.
Go ahead.
acrobatics check or dex save?
20.
Acrobatics check.
I look at
Smoke.
Lars and I ask him, "Hey Lars, do you want to hold this 50-foot rope and I'll just shimmy down, and if it looks sketch, I'll just climb back up?"
Sure, bud.
Yeah, cool.
As interim fam for life.
Oh my gosh.
All right, so Smoke and Zex, you guys are the two most nimble people in the party. The cat and the rogue. You guys take 12 points of bludgeoning damage as you fall to the ground.
I mean, he's missing a leg, so he's not really great at landing on his feet.
Yeah.
Like, he almost had it. He with like all three, and then like fell over and cracked his head.
Yeah, because he didn't have the paw to land on.
Yeah.
He just fell that way.
And then Enyo gets carefully lowered down.
Because I'm the smart one, clearly.
And then what about
Yeah, I didn't take any damage.
Tutsosa and Lars?
I'll hold the rope.
All right.
Does it say
you
usually idea?
You shimming down, Tutsosa? Or are you staying up here?
I like to live, and I know there's something down there, and I'm too dumb to listen.
I want to use my dancing lights to light up the area around us.
All right. As you shimmy down, you cast dancing lights at the bottom of the rope. What you see is a 15 by 15 foot. Looks like it would look like kind of like the top of the pyramid part, and it looks like there's more levels below you. To your right, you see a 5 foot wide staircase that goes down into what looks like some kind of pyramid structure.
Cast,
I descend.
Iodar is gonna cast light on her loot, and then she's gonna follow Zex.
All right. I need
I'm
to.
not gonna do anything. I'm just gonna stand by this rope and hold on to it.
Well, right about this point, I'm gonna wake up and be like, "Does anybody have a healing potion?"
Come with me, Zex, and I'll give you one. Or smoke. Just kidding. Smoke.
Okay.
It would
alright,
be a.
kind of-
It would be an athletics check, Wyatt.
I have advantage on this.
You do. Okay. Giovanni, go ahead and give me an athletics check. Tutsosa. All right, you tumble off the boat and fall as Lars gives you a big, meaty hobgoblin backhand straight off the boat, and you are down
Told you
there.
I'd get you back. Don't you dare insult me.
You take 14 points of bludgeoning damage as you hit the bottom.
Iodar will
Surprise,
give
motherfucker.
Smoke one of the healing potions that she has,
All right.
so that Smoke can heal himself.
All right, I'll tie off the rope and shimmy down.
All right, you shimmy down. Everybody is down at the bottom now. Let me move you guys to your new home.
I'm
And
gonna.
New home.
stop.
Scratch that. I'm gonna cast prayer of healing. And I'm gonna choose everyone in the party to heal.
It's a 10-minute cast, isn't it?
Yeah. But I took a lot of damage, and I want to not risk getting killed again.
Makes sense.
And at least everyone.
Lose the second character of the campaign, and it's the same person's character.
There we go. Everyone gets healed to 15.
I didn't take any damage, because I have a +4 to acrobatics, but I have not dexterous. I have no dexterity.
You
As I
see that it
just-
has no effect on me.
I look at it with eyes just like,
It's no effect, it doesn't hurt you at all.
Nope.
yeah, it would actually hurt you since it's holy magic.
But it doesn't say so in the spell, so nothing happens.
Oh.
It's like,
Hi.
Hi. Yeah, as you guys descend, you do see two giant spiders. They are asleep in the corner and are doing whatever spiders do. They are not sentient right now. But you do see what looks like a little cocoon that is struggling next to them. And you hear muffled sounds from inside.
I open the cocoon with my dagger.
All right.
That's a good plan.
There is a halfling inside, and he is wearing what looks like adventuring clothes. And as soon as you unravel his mouth, he's like, "Shh! The spiders are asleep. They had a big meal. They ate the rest of my friends. But you guys heard the call too, didn't you?"
Yeah.
Nope.
And he's like, this is the lost tomb of Kahim. There's a treasure at the bottom.
Interesting.
Now I'm intrigued.
That's how we get Lars and Enya on board.
Can
I'm
we
still
so
history or Arcana check that?
same here.
Yeah, go ahead.
I know nothing.
13, 12, 11.
All right. It's kind of easy, but in ages past, at the height of Faerun's great empires of magic, the half-elf sorcerer Brysis of Kahim was interred in a floating tomb. After the fall of the empire of Netheril and its flying cities, Brysis' tomb plummeted into a crevice and wound up in the Underdark, where it's remained for centuries.
Look at my party and I say, it might be wise to let me cast Detect Magic before we move anywhere.
Good plan.
You do that.
Let's give him
Hey.
those 10 minutes. And
While he
Let
does
him do
that,
the
I'm
thing.
gonna ask our new friend here. I'm like, so are these? I'm like whispering. Like, are these two spiders the only ones nearby?
Yes, they're the only ones nearby, and he lets you know.
To kill them.
He lets you know that they are not actual giant spiders, but they're made of stone, but they look incredibly lifelike, and they only attack if you try to go underneath. And he said this is
through this doorway.
Yeah, he said this is where he was caught and tangled up, and they fed on his friends before going back into rock form and left him here.
Okay.
We're not high enough level to have dispel magic.
So
Can I keep him in his cocoon? Just cut them off so I have a little cocoon.
Oh, he's our bud.
I freed him.
And as soon as he stands off and brushes himself off, he opens up his pouch, and this little guy comes out.
Oh my gosh, it's so cute.
Yes, it is.
Talking candle.
It is a sentient candle. He speaks common, but not very well. He's
Is
like,
it because he has a French accent?
yeah.
Exactly what it is.
But he is not a candlestick like Luminaire. He is just a. Let me see if I can show the token to you guys.
Can you ride the spiders?
Wait, okay. I want to take my skunk that's in a cage, and I want to take it out, and I want to talk to the skunk.
Okay.
All right, you take it out and you cast Speak with Animals.
So I'm gonna look at skunk and be like, "Hey, skunk.
Hi.
help
My
us?
name is
Help
Dirty
us."
Dan. What can I do for you? Dirty Mike? Oh, it's Dirty Mike. Okay.
Dirty Mike.
I come from a skunk soup kitchen.
I like listening to NPR real loud.
Would you like to be my buddy and hang out and help us out? I'll let you out of the cage.
That sounds fine. If you can give me some beetles with mustard, I would like them.
Yeah.
As
And we-
soon as I find you some beetles and that condiment, I will give you all of them.
And 10 points to whoever knows what movies that's from. That's a pretty deep cut.
All right, let me find you. Here we go.
So, this is what I would like you to do. Wait.
Here's
what
your
did
little badger guy. I'm going to name
What did
him
you say his name was again?
Dirty Mike.
Dirty Mike, okay.
Dan. Yeah, Dirty Mike.
Dirty Mike, I
And the
need you.
boys?
Yeah, we're the boys.
Yep.
Dirty Mike, I need you to try to go past the spiders. And if anything happens, you need to spray them.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna
And
ready
then
an
come
action.
back to my shoulder.
I'm gonna ready an action. I'm gonna attack the spider if it moves.
Yes, sane.
I ready my whip.
Is it prone, by the way?
The spiders, they're kind of just. They look incredibly lifelike. They don't even look like they're made of stone, and they're kind of facing the opposite corners. They don't look like they're looking at you guys. But,
Okay.
All right, so he's like, okay. And then he walks through, and as soon as he walks through the passageway, the spiders come to life.
No, Dirty Mike,
We
come back.
immediately attack them.
All right.
Wait, does Dirty Mike also spray them? Because
He
that was
does.
part
He
of it.
does spray them.
Oh, that's disgusting.
Smell like you stank. I'll teach you.
18.
Yeah. I'm also going to use my whip that I had ready at the same spider that Lars went after.
Yeah.
But natural 20.
I just need to know if an 18 hits and if it was prone.
An 18 does hit, and yeah, they'll be prone.
So do we have
15 damage.
Idar is gonna take 2 swings out of them.
All right, everybody, as the skunk sprays this area, give me a DC 9 Constitution save.
Oh, great. Yeah, my constitution's great. Oh, okay.
As long as you don't roll a 9.
I rolled a 13. And then an 18 to hit the spider with the first attack.
All right, Zex, since you don't need to breathe, you don't need to make one.
Oh, and
All right.
then
From the onslaught of your attacks, this first spider gets completely destroyed, and you see it crumble into stone as you strike it with every method known to man. Ayadara hits it with her hand axe and her sword, and Thorn whips it. Wyatt destroys it with his great axe, and it just gets blown into smithereens.
Teamwork, guys.
Everybody that didn't act will get a shot at the next spider before we roll into initiative.
If we go
Ice
into
knife,
initiative.
definitely.
Yeah.
All right, move up and stab it.
All right, go ahead and roll.
Wow, that was so laggy. Holy crap.
Yeah, I can't even see what you rolled yet. Oh, 20. Yep, that definitely hits, and the spider takes 16 points of damage as your ice knife sinks into it. And then Lars, Zex, and Ayadara are going to need a dexterity saving throw or get pummeled with icy shards.
Ooh, I get advantage against these if I can see it. Still low. 12.
Oh, I passed.
All right.
Only 4 points of cold damage.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Zex, you fail. You take some ice to the bones.
Kill bones.
The old bones. However, it is your go now, Smoke.
I am going to cast Booming Blade on my quarterstaff and run up and strike. He's still stone, or has he turned into a spider yet?
He's turned into flesh now.
Okay, so yeah, I will run up, and then I am going to strike him with my quarterstaff.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah, and how does that work? 19 to hit.
That hits.
All right, so he'll take 2 bludgeoning damage, 1 thunder damage. He's now shrouded in energy, and if he moves willingly before his next turn, he's going to take a d8.
All right. Is there anything else you would like to do with the rest of your turn?
I would like to back away.
All right.
Oh,
That will impose a free strike from the spider. Would you like to take that?
so would that deal a d8 of damage, or are we interpreting that as move as in move?
That will enter a d8 of damage.
Okay, so I will risk the shot and roll a d8 for damage. We'll take an additional 3 damage.
All right. He hits you with an 18 and does 7 points of piercing damage, plus 9 points of poison damage as his fangs sink into your arm as you go away. And he takes.
Oh, I should have done that. Oh.
Smoke, you and your arms. Simmer down.
All right.
I'm like, bro, you are chewing through them 9 lives.
All right. Tutsosa, you are next before we roll into initiative.
Well, last time I got a 1. You can look at the thing. I rolled a 1.
To hit?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. All right.
I haven't actually had my opportunity to strike just yet.
Oh,
'cause of
sorry.
the, no, it's because the Enyo's ice knife.
Oh,
popped
yeah.
Up.
Go ahead.
Sorry.
Damn it, Inyo.
Yeah, it's a,
Ice
yeah,
knife
it's
and
okay.
everything.
it's okay.
Everything
All right.
must get iced. I'm sorry.
That hits. Go ahead and roll damage. Oh yeah, just from the sneak attack. Go ahead and tell everyone at home how you kill this giant gargoyle spider.
I methodically hack at the joints in its limbs until it's limbless and prone
All right,
and motionless.
that's how it works. All right, combat is over. You guys, little friend, the walking candle, he seems very scared, and he only makes like little noises like "ooh" and "ha."
Listen.
I can't make his token any smaller, or I would, but
Can you attach my skunk to me somehow, or is that not a thing?
I can, yes.
You can actually make that token smaller.
I'm trying to resize him by doing the drag and drop thing, but it's not.
If you right click it, change it to artwork, reshape it, and then put it back to a token, it'll work.
Right click it, go to edit, I'm guessing.
I think it's under advanced.
Okay, so click is drawing.
Yep. Then you can change its size freely, and then you can
Oh.
just unclick that option, and it'll be a token again.
Fantastic. Okay,
Oh,
he's so little. Yeah, he is diminutive. And now time for Dirty Mike. He is controlled by myself. Damn it, Dirty Mike. Why aren't you working?
He's a homeless person, man. They don't work.
Yeah.
Can I just accidentally blow a gust of wind on him?
You will probably kill him. And he is... the halfling walks up and introduces himself as Fargus Rumblefoot, Explorer Extraordinaire. And he walks down and picks up Ember, who walks up his hand onto his shoulder. Burns a little bit of his halfling hair. But he's like, yeah, me and Ember are the only ones left from this spider attack. He's like, I've been searching for this tomb for all my life. We finally found it.
Smoke is just absolutely enamored with Ember. He's gonna follow him around closely. He's gonna try and play with his flame. He's just absolutely loving everything about him.
All right, are you guys descending?
yeah.
We don't have a choice.
Right.
Why did we attack those spiders?
Yeah. That was the whole point of attacking the spiders.
All right.
Oh, okay.
May I drink the health potion that Iodar gave me before Tutsosa healed me?
You may, yes.
Thank you.
These stairs lead down to a shrine where shreds of dusty tapestries lie scattered across the floor. You guys see as you go down that this place is completely covered in the fairisness that you guys encountered in session 1. And you know from that last session that any spell you cast in this tomb will become wild magic. An altar of pale gray marble stands gouged and cracked against the wall.
Can I make a history check with that?
Yeah, go ahead. Now, you know that in Faerunian history, there was an event called the Spell Plague. During the Spell Plague, the Mother of Magic, Mystra, was killed, causing all the magic in the world to go awry, and it created pockets of fairsness throughout the land of Faerun, and these are called wild magic areas. It seems like a lot of them sunk down to the Underdark, and there's not very many on the surface, but casting in this area is going to incur a wild magic tragedy.
And these at least are attached to tapestries?
Well, that's what you know about the fairsness. The tapestries are just dusty old tapestries.
So now that we're exploring a dungeon, I'm gonna pop the top off of this potion of hill giant strength, and I'm gonna chug it.
All right, go ahead.
So my strength is now 21.
Nice.
Do we know if the wild magic thing affects spells and cantrips, or is it just spells?
Will affect spells and cantrips, whether they are divine or arcane.
Good.
About innate, like we're talking about, comes out of my palm kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like,
Regardless of whether the magic is gifted to you from the weave, from your bloodline, from a deity, it will incur a wild magic effect in this area.
Damn.
But there is a door to your guys' right and a door below you. Where would you like to go?
Our said door's locked.
I'm gonna investigate the southern door.
All right. As you investigate the southern door, you find that it's a stone door, and you can easily push it open.
What is this little thing that's next to me?
That's the altar, right?
Yeah, that's just a gray altar with runes inscribed in it. Nothing really to learn from it.
My character is 6'10". She's a very tall cleric. Am I like hunching over?
Yeah. You're not really hunching. You're not really hunching over. The walls are 15 feet high, but you're definitely probably the closest to the ceiling.
Can I wanted to ask Dirty Mike if he has any animal senses to be careful of like certain areas or anything.
He smells over in this area and lets you know that he thinks that something has came through this area recently because it's disturbed.
And what about the other area where Lars is?
He says that area, he walks over here and sniffs around. He says that this area hasn't been disturbed in hundreds of years.
Are there any like cracks or anything on that side?
There are not, no. For the most part, even though this floating pyramid crashed through the earth, its magic has relatively kept it intact.
I'm gonna use my Wand of Warning.
Okay.
Yes.
You cast your Wand of Warning and you feel something come from right here.
Okay.
I guess I'll open this door.
I'm gonna back into the corner.
Alright,
Step out of the way of the door.
you open the door, and rocks fall and everyone dies. No.
No saves.
Is this a coffin?
Stone blocks standing against the western and eastern wall are carved with niches, inside which rests clay canoptic jars containing desiccated organs. In the middle of the room rests a wide stone sarcophagus atop a black marble table. The lid of the sarcophagus is inlaid with dust-covered mosaics depicting great floating cities high above a beautiful landscape.
Can I do a religion check?
Yeah.
So you said these shelves are like full of organs and jars.
Yes.
Bad roll.
So I take some and I'm like, hey guys, I found some jerky.
They're probably already are jerky by now if they've been in here for hundreds of years.
Got a 20. Accident.
Yeah, you don't really know what's going on in here other than some cultures take their organs out and embalm or mummify their servants.
I've been studying in the Great Library, so for me this is kind of like, ooh, ah.
I tell the party to be careful in this room.
All right.
Nothing.
Actually investigate for like hidden compartments or anything of that nature?
Go ahead.
Yes, please.
I shall do the same.
Can I put some insight on the tomb, see if there's anything rigged to it?
Go ahead and roll insight and investigation for Lars. Yeah, everything is really safe in this room, you guys. Nothing-
I want.
All right, as you roll insight on the tomb, you are able to look in it, knock on it. You don't think that it is trapped by any mechanical means.
Can I lift off the top, please?
Yeah, go ahead and give me an athletics check as you try to take the top off this.
Can I help him?
Yeah, go ahead and do it with advantage.
While they're doing that, can I mess with the door that everybody else is
19.
You absolutely can. Everybody that is not in the room, or everybody that is in the room, go ahead and give me a charisma saving throw. Everybody besides Enyo and Dirty Mike.
I told y'all to be careful.
Look at that 24.
God damn it. And yeah.
Alright, we are missing one person, I think. Zax.
Yep.
Is this check above or below a 9?
Above.
Okay, I'm gonna read it.
I'm just gonna keep it.
Alright.
Oh my god.
Alright, only Lars. A large magic mouth spell triggers as the sarcophagus opens, and then calls out in a booming voice, "You have disturbed the tomb of Brises of Kahim. Accursed are you, most miserable of creatures. If you fail this saving throw, you are cursed with disadvantage on all attack rolls and saving throws for the next 24 hours.
Thanks. Thanks, Enyo. Appreciate that.
Say to Lars,
How do you
nothing.
know it's from my doing?
Enyo didn't do anything. It's from us opening the sarcophagus.
No, she opened the door.
I started messing with the door. I didn't say that I opened it.
We opened the sarcophagus.
This is yeah, that's from the sarcophagus.
All right. Well, Greg confused me.
You're welcome,
I'm sorry,
Lars.
Enyo.
Yeah. As you open this door, it carefully just slides right open. 4 stone sarcophagi mark the resting places of what look like servants. The lids of each sarcophagus bears the sculpted image of a robed human figure in repose.
I'm gonna look
Yeah,
at
loot the
Dirty
body.
Mike and ask what he feels about this room.
He has one of those things where animals can tell if something's supernatural before humans can, and he is really scared about this room, and he shudders. And it smells really bad because he pees a little bit. He sprays a little bit.
All right. I'm going to grab.
Acid C, thank you so much for your follow.
I'm gonna grab Dirty Mike and shake him to make sure that no pee touches me. And I'm gonna put him on my shoulder, and then I'm gonna walk out the room.
All right, go ahead and walk out as Smoke walks in.
I looted the mummy.
Get out of
I'm
here!
gonna follow.
There was actually nothing in there in that sarcophagus. It was a false tomb.
I guess we'll leave then.
All
No
right.
door in here. She's gonna walk right back out.
Tire scream went black.
Yeah, as I walk in, I'm gonna take a quiet look around, and then I'm gonna see this little hole down here in the bottom, and that's gonna pique my curiosity.
All right, go ahead and roll an investigation.
Can I put some insight on the tombs?
Yeah, go ahead.
$22.
All right, you can definitely tell that these are the 4 servants that their organs had been taken out in the other room. These are where they lie. Smoke, you find a chamber pot right here, and it looks like there is a small lever inside.
Pull it.
I'll pull
Pull the lever.
Pull the lever,
it.
Kronk. Wrong lever. All right, as you guys pull these 4 levers, the coffin's lids open, and you see what looks like 4 ghostly figures pop out. They immediately begin to attack you guys. So go ahead and roll initiative, everybody.
Does that include me?
If you would like to be part of the initiative, yes. If you just want to hang outside, no.
If I leave, do I hear what's going on in here?
You do, yes. You will still hear it, but you won't be able to. It won't take place if you don't want it to.
Fine. Murder people.
So hard done by.
Ugh.
Oh man, I'm gonna act first, aren't I?
Maybe. Unless there's other people.
I think that's everybody.
We'll go Argus and Ember. Well. Ayadara, you're going first.
Am I intelligent enough to know whether or not the sleep spell is going to affect these creatures?
You don't believe that the sleep spell will affect them, no.
Yeah, I
As
didn't
they
think
are
so.
undead.
Yeah, and I don't think my weapons are going to do much either, because undead. So, instead, she will cast Dissonant Whispers on the one in the bottom left.
Okay.
So, Wisdom save. It's at 2nd level as well, so.
The Spectre rolls an 8, so he takes 12 points of psychic damage.
Yeah. And then she's gonna walk towards the back of the room.
Alright.
And then as a bonus action, she will give a bardic inspiration to Enyo.
Oh, hey.
Alright. And you'll receive a bardic inspiration.
So extra d6 for anything you want to add it to, aside from damage rolls.
Alright, Toot Sosa, go ahead.
I'm gonna cast give a good old fashioned Ray of Sickness on the one in front of
Yeah.
me.
All right, go ahead.
+2 because of my what's it called, my class feature, which is bloodletting focus.
All right, he needs a Constitution save, which he fails with a 4, so he takes 9 damage. Yeah, it seems like it doesn't affect the creature whatsoever as you cast poison at it. You might think that this creature is immune to it. Would you like to do anything with your bonus action?
Am I ready? No. I'll stand by. I'm done. That's good.
All right, Smoke, go ahead.
I'm going to look at the meanest, orneriest one right here.
Okay.
And I'm going to try one of my new 2nd level spells. I'm going to look at him and I'm going to cast Mind Spike.
All right.
Ooh.
So, it's a save for half.
He makes it with a 19, but he'll take 9 points of psychic damage
Okay, perfect.
as your spell pierces his ghostly body.
So for the next hour, I will also know his location. He cannot become invisible to me, and if it is invisible, it gains no benefit from that condition against me. As
Okay.
long as we're on the same plane of existence.
Cool. Next is Enyo. Go ahead.
These are considered undead, right?
They are, yes.
Okay. I am going to chill touch one of them and use the bardic inspiration thing.
Sure. Which one would you like to chill touch?
Whatever is most hurt.
All right, it'll be the one next to Smoke. That definitely hits, and it deals 1 point of necrotic damage.
Oh gosh.
Would you like to re-roll that? Well, I'll save you that re-roll because it looks like your spell doesn't seem to hurt it at all as your necrotic energy goes right through it. And you would think that undead are immune to necrotic damage.
It says if you hit an undead target, it also has disadvantage on attack rolls against you until the end of your next turn. So is
All
that
right.
apply?
That does apply, yes.
Okay, that's what I mainly wanted, so it's fine.
Cool. All right, next is Lars. Lars, remember you have disadvantage on everything.
Oh, I know. So I'm gonna fly into a rage.
All right, you fly into a rage.
I'm gonna attack recklessly.
All right.
So it'll be a regular roll. I hit with a 22.
All right.
Make a DC 15 strength check while I roll damage.
Is it for being prone?
Yeah.
Yeah, they are immune to prone, but you do.
16 damage, or 18 damage.
Yeah. It looks like you're swinging with a great axe still. It still hurts it, but it doesn't seem like it hurts it all the way as much as it would have. However, it is severely weakened. What else would you like to do?
That's my turn.
Right. Next is Zex.
All right, I'm gonna move my. I'm gonna just move my +1 dagger to my main hand.
All right.
I'm gonna come attack the one that Lars is attacking.
All right. Go ahead.
Do.
That hits.
Right.
All right, you do 12 points. 13 points is the +1 to it. It wisps away and falls to the ground. You see bright purple ashes, ectoplasm where it falls.
The +1's already in the number.
Your guy's halfling friend is going to walk up with a little torchy torch, and he's going to swing a hand crossbow towards the one that Smoke is attacking and fire at it. For a natural 1, Smoke, go ahead and give me an acrobatics check as the hair on the back of your neck goes on end. All right, you make it, and you feel a dart whiz past your ear and slam into the wall.
I'm gonna look at it and I'm just gonna hiss. I'm just gonna be like,
All right.
Don't do that again.
All right, back up to the top of the turn. We are going to have Ayadara, Smoke. Who else was it? Ayadara, Smoke, Tutsosa, and did you cast a spell, Enyo?
I did a cantrip.
Yes, all 4 of you roll a D100.
Ooh.
Ooh.
66.
All right, Smoke, for the next minute, you enlarge in size and you become a large creature. Ayadara with a 66.
So did the specters not go?
Yeah. Where the heck? Stairs.
Oh, wow. Ayadara, up to 3 creatures you choose within 30 feet take 4d10 lightning damage.
How about the remaining specters?
All right, they all crumple to the ground and die.
Yeah.
Enyo, 53. You are immune to being intoxicated by alcohol for the next 30 days.
Love it.
Awesome. Let's go.
And then Tutsosa with a 42. You turn into a houseplant for the next 5 minutes.
Well, that was a quick combat.
Well, even with my magic resistance.
Yes, unfortunately, the wild magic turns you into a houseplant. And
So I look at Enyo and I'm like, hey, you want to light the plant on fire?
Hell yes. Wait, can I freeze it instead? I don't have fire.
You can do
I have
whatever you
fairy.
want, boo.
yeah, you can do whatever you want to the plant.
Before, as I see that look in Enyo's eyes, before she gets up to the plant, I'm gonna stop. He's been helping us, and I will pick up the potted plant and carry it under my arm and bring it with us.
All right.
You think that's ever stopped me from killing something by one of you trying to
that's
protect
I'm
true.
giant now,
Yeah.
though, so I'm like at least as tall as Tutsosa is normally.
You're just a really
Oh,
big.
giant.
You're just a really
Smoke.
big sad cat now.
Right, here's the
Be
real
careful,
question.
Smoke. You might lose your other
Is it-
hands.
Is it a big houseplant or a small houseplant?
It's a succulent.
Okay.
It's like a tiny little cactus.
Yeah. All right. Behind that lever you pulled, however, there is a little spiral staircase that goes through right here.
We go down it.
Let's
Alright.
go. Apparently I went to the wrong spot. Alright.
How long does this potion or this spell of enlargement last?
The next 54 seconds.
Oh, wonderful. Okay.
Greg,
Yes,
with our vast intelligence, are we able to figure out if those were ghosts or specters?
they were specters.
It's a good thing we killed them pretty quickly then.
Yes.
Am I
Um,
finally human again? I mean, Yanti
All
again?
right.
Oh,
Yeah. No, you have
you're still a plant.
You have 4.5 more minutes. There are murals on the wall decorated with rich pigments and inlays of semi-precious stones. A gilded sarcophagus stands atop a stone bier along the west wall.
I open the sarcophagus.
Would you stop?
Okay?
That's how shit always happens. I'm right next to it.
Alright. As you open up the sarcophagus, there is a large black pulse that envelops all of you. If you are trained in Arcana, go ahead and give me an Arcana check.
Can I do it as a plant?
No, you cannot.
What if you're like half trained in Arcana?
You can make a check.
Geo rustles in the breeze.
Alright, Zex and Smoke, you know that the entire room is now enveloped in an anti-magic field.
Oh, great.
Oh!
That's fine.
I let
This
the
is
party
fine.
know. Don't bother trying to cast spells unless it's one we don't have.
Alright.
Good job, Iodine.
Out of the sarcophagus rises a murderous wraith. And it says, you have interfered with my sleep, and now I shall drain you until I am free to leave this place. I'm gonna clear this chat.
What if we just let you out?
And everybody go ahead and roll me an initiative.
Trying to reason with the race.
And as you guys are doing this, yeah, it looks like a very tough task in hand, especially with no magic. However, Lars,
why am I rolling so poorly today?
Lars, you are up first, though.
Weird. I'm gonna.
It's okay, he goes after all of us.
I'm going to attack.
And you can, we'll go ahead and roll for this little guy too, since he can do stuff.
I'm gonna attack.
Dirty Mike gets a 16.
Nice.
All right,
I'll
good.
Mike.
take mine.
He's gonna fuck up some Priuses later.
Don't die on me though, bud.
24.
That definitely hits.
All right, make that DC check, please.
You would think that he is immune to that condition since he is floating.
Oof. I'm gonna use spin to reroll because that damage is fucking terrible.
Poopy, yeah, go ahead and spend your reroll.
Question for you, DM.
20
Yes.
damage.
Yes.
The magic thing that's enveloping us stop me from doing cantrips as well.
It stops you from casting any magic or using your magical weapons if you have any.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
So he takes 20
They're probably
damage.
treated as
Right.
regular.
It hurts him, but it doesn't seem like it hurts him as much as it normally would.
Well, I attack again.
Yeah, go ahead.
I don't think a 13 gets it.
A 13, in fact, actually hits.
Oh, well. Oh, did he fail his thing?
He cannot be knocked down. He is immune
Oh,
to
okay.
being
All right.
prone.
16 more damage.
All right, he seems like it hurt him, but not as much as it normally would. Dirty Mike is next. What would you like Dirty Mike to do?
Not die.
All right, he runs in the corner.
I could have sprayed him.
Okay.
Well, you would.
But also then we all have to make that safe.
Yeah.
I mean, the
He can
booty
just-
hole
Dirty
is
Mike
directional.
Is my friend. He needs to go in the corner, stay in the corner, and be a good little skunk.
All right.
All right, Fargus Rumblefoot shoots twice with a crossbow. The first one is a crit,
Yes.
and it takes some damage as the crossbow hits it, but the second one misses. Next, we have Big Kitty.
And I pull
Thick
up my
boy.
key.
He's a thick boy.
so fluffy, I'm gonna
So
die!
well, you know what? I'm gonna use my claws this time, I think. Is there any additional because I'm giant?
There is, yes. You get an extra d4 of damage because you were a big kitty.
Yay. Okay, so.
All right. Yeah, you.
Yes, 2 points of damage.
All right, 1 point of damage is big kitty. Hits him. Is there anything else you would like to do? You only have 1 claw, so yeah. Enyo, it is your go.
True.
I am going to slash at the guy with my scimitar.
All right, go ahead. That will miss, unfortunately. You swing and it goes right through his incorporeal body.
All right, I'd like to use my bonus action and attack again with my daggers.
Go ahead.
Do I have to hit it twice or just once?
Just once.
Okay.
That will miss as well. All right, Ayadara, what would you like to do?
Casually walk over to the guy.
All right,
And take 2 swings.
go ahead.
My hand axe and my short sword.
All right, that hand axe misses.
Can I use my last reroll from Alara Saros to smack him again with the same one?
All
To
right.
redo that? Yeah, 22.
That hits, and it takes some damage, but not as much as you would think it would.
Right. And then short sword.
That
That
hits.
is a 13.
Yep, and it takes a single point of damage as it is hurt. Zexon, your go.
Hey, yo. Gonna pop around to the corner here and stab at it with the
Yeah.
dagger.
Gang up on it.
Flank him.
A natural 1.
Tutsotso never went.
Tutsoso is a plant. He ruffles.
you're right.
He ruffles slightly.
Just
I do have my reroll.
He pollinates.
Drop me. Break the thing, please.
But you'll die without your soil.
Yeah.
You have to photosynthesize, at least for the next 4 minutes.
Worm.
With what light? Oh, I guess the light on Iodara's. Oh no, that would have gone out with the
Yeah.
anti-magic field.
Yeah, it's the shining
So-
light of our justice.
Wait,
Yeah.
if the anti-magic field happened,
Would
wouldn't the plant and the big cat go away?
No, you would think that it doesn't affect wild magic.
Okay.
I'm just saying, if you break the pot, I can come back.
I don't believe you.
All right.
I think you'll just die.
Zax, would you like to spend a reroll on that, or would you like to take that nat 1?
No, I'm gonna take the reroll on that.
All right, go ahead. That hits. Go ahead and roll damage, please, and thank you. As your spooky daggers.
Mhm.
I don't think
And,
that Wraith
uh,
has resistance to spooky damage.
Mm.
I don't think so either.
I don't think it's in his stat block.
Then
Alright.
bonus action with the short sword.
Go ahead.
Ooh, 19. Nice.
That hits.
Without sneak attack, so 3.
All right. All right. On its turn, you fools, you cannot harm me with your mortal weapons. And
Bruh, I did like 20 damage to you.
he's gonna slide through the both of you. Oh, that was the wrong thing to move.
Pull the planet. Attack it with leaves.
He is going to reach out and grasp Iodara for a 20.
Yeah, that hits.
You need a DC 14 con save.
I'm gonna die, guys. That's a 3. I don't have another
Alright.
reroll.
I mean, you're in character. That's
Following
fine.
your
That's the
tradition.
matter.
Right?
All right, you
It's
take
important that I die every session.
you take 21 points of necrotic damage.
Oh,
Guys,
shit.
that's exactly my max hit points.
God.
I'm down.
All right. Unfortunately, the target dies if this effect reduces its hit point maximum to 0.
Oh, play the music. Everybody hit F in chat. Play the sad air horns.
Yeah.
Play
let me-
the African coffin meme.
I told you guys it was time for a new character.
Put another point on the death counter.
Ugh.
It would be a shame to have the cleric alive.
My heart. Let me just go make a new character now.
All right.
Okay, I'm gonna need that meme music every time somebody dies, and we can all do like the coffin dance.
Yeah. All right. So that happened. And then he points at the corner of the room and he creates a specter out of thin air. Let me go grab one of those boys for you.
God, thank
Right.
God we don't have a bard anymore.
Yeah.
Literally the worst.
The planet's just shuffling.
All right.
Oh yeah, DM, move the
Oh
map.
shit! You know what I forgot, Greg?
What?
I was raging.
Oh no.
So I think total it would have been 4 cumulative damage cut in half, so 2 total damage.
Okay, I'll go ahead and add that.
I assume he has resistance. So, yeah.
You see a specter rise from Iodara's body and immediately begin to attack you guys on initiative count 1. So it is going to reach out towards Enyo
Yeah. That's
and,
what I expected.
and tap at you, Enyo, for 18. You need a DC 10 con save, Enyo. You were good. You take 10 necrotic damage, though. As the ghost of Iodara starts attacking you.
Oh no!
You should have been nicer to me when I was alive.
Your best dream and your worst nightmares came true. You finally killed the bard, but at what cost?
What?
On initiative count 1, though, you guys hear a voice coming from that sarcophagus, and it says, "In the sarcophagus, please, I can help you." Lars,
Okay.
Opened.
it is your go.
Well,
would've
yeah,
been-
because Iadar opened it, right?
She did,
no.
yes, but she didn't like flip the lid up because the lid weighs hundreds of pounds.
Okay.
But-
All right. So, what is like opening a door? Is it a free action?
Yeah, I'll let you. Well, the lid was already halfway pushed off. It's a stone lid that probably weighs about 200 pounds. Iadar was able to push it up and halfway over.
I mean, I have strength 21.
Yeah.
My potion of hill. I just like flip cup that thing
You
off
flip,
of there.
you flip cup it. Inside, you see a large golden sword just sitting across the
Ooh.
chest of it.
Ooh.
And I can.
I'm gonna grab that sword.
Let me see if I can find a picture of this boy for you. I found a picture of the
Oh
boy.
my god! Please be a great sword. Please be a great sword.
And if I could show it to players, that would be fantastic. It's not letting me show it to you guys. This is a great sword. I wish it gave me the option to show it to you all, but
Let's go.
it doesn't. All right, you pick up this sword. Go ahead.
What is this sword?
This sword is a sentient longsword named Dawnbringer.
Dope. What's the
Arcana check.
what should I put this in my inventory as?
Well, if you go to D&D Beyond, you'll be able to go to magical items and find Dawnbringer.
Oh, it's a fucking legend. All right, let's go.
It is a legendary sword.
Oh, it's a sentient sword, isn't it?
It is a sentient sword.
Lars, kill the specter.
Let me read this.
It is a legendary great sword.
I just rolled a 21 on Arcana. I don't know if that means I would be able to tell him basically everything about it.
Okay.
You would know that. Basically, this is a legendary sword from the kingdom I mentioned earlier, and it is a foe to all things undead. And it is a sentient magical item forged by ancient sun worshippers, meant to bring light into darkness and fight creatures of darkness. It is kind and compassionate to those in need, but fierce and destructive to enemies. And as you pull this sword out, the specter kind of backs away, like hissing.
Yeah, I'm about to mess this dude up.
Go ahead, it is your go.
I also hiss at the Dongbringer.
Yeah, Zexon does not like it.
So I all right. So I'm gonna attack recklessly. So
all right,
normal roll. 16.
That will hit.
All right. So type this out because you're undead. For 21 radiant damage.
All right, that ends up. Tell us how you kill this guy. You pull that sword out and you hold it aloft, kind of like He-Man, and it's a crazy moment as you pull it out.
I have the power.
Surprise,
I
motherfucker.
smite him with my holy blade.
All right, he crumples and he kind of explodes into a radiant mess of power. As he dies, so does the specter he created from Iadara's body. She goes away too.
Lars sheds a single tear.
Am I
And
back
he's
alive?
like, I was
Yeah,
just
and
about
as
to, I was
as
just
this
getting to like her.
as that creature dies, the anti-magic field goes away and smoke becomes normal, and Tutsosa unbecomes a plant.
I would
Yeah,
like
rush.
to loot Iadara's body.
I'm gonna rush to Iadara's
You don't find
body.
much, but
All right, you loot and you find a loot. You have Iadara's magical loot.
Can I do a spare the dying on her just to see if she can just come back?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, guys. Clear.
All right, and as you do that, nothing happens.
What you say? That you only meant well.
She is down.
'Cause you did.
Zexon would like
Are
to
you playing?
perform-
Are you playing like sound effects that we can't hear?
Well, if you guys were in the chat, you could hear. Everyone else can hear.
What was that? I think I recognize that.
It was.
What was that?
What you say?
I knew it. That's pretty good. That's a pretty good one.
But as you guys look into the coffin, you have found Dawnbringer, which you already knew about, and there's some other goody goodies in there.
Since Iodar was at Asimar, can I take some of her? Can I take some samples from her?
Yeah, if Zexon would like to take samples from her
I
as
would.
well.
I would also like to take samples. Correct.
All right, give
That's
me,
so creepy.
give
Y'all
me,
just asked me when I was alive.
give me a survival check
Nope.
as you peel Iodar's face off.
Me.
I could have asked you for this while you're alive, Ardar, but it would have been awkward.
Oh, well, for me, since like I said, I'm doing it for study.
So
All
am
right.
I.
Who is ready for some cool stuff that you find in the chamber?
Who else, please?
Always ready.
All right.
And I do get Ardar's face. Thank you.
You get Iodar's face.
It was a beautiful face.
God, can you put gifs in the chat? Because I really want to do that
You
gif.
put hyperlinks.
I really want to do that gif of Dwight from The Office where he puts on the baloney man. But yeah, as you guys are looking in there, you find 250 gold pieces.
I'm gonna grab 50 of those.
You find 4,000 silver pieces.
I'm gonna take 100 of those.
You find 1,200 bronze pieces.
I'm gonna take 100 of those.
You find 11 cubic zirconium jewels worth 50 gold apiece.
And take one
Raise
of
my hand,
those.
and I say those might be good for magical uses.
I only took one.
And you guys find 3 magical items. You find a necklace of fireballs.
Enya, grab that necklace.
I'm the ice queen. I need ice.
Yep.
Ice.
Girl, take the fireballs.
I'm
You-
fine. I begrudgingly take the fireball.
You find a filter of love.
That sounds lame. Looks at it and almost chunks it.
It's a
And
potion.
you find a potion of greater healing.
I will take that potion of
That-
greater healing because I'm hurting.
Potion
The-
of what?
You're hurting.
Greater healing.
I like
No.
half health, dude.
One potion of love?
Did
What?
you fall 30 feet? No.
You did find a potion of love, yes.
I'll take that.
Okay. I can only imagine what kind of weird and creepy things you're gonna do with it, but whatever.
All right. If you want
Yay.
Jesse, roll off. Roll a d20.
Yeah, let's do it.
I rolled a 15.
Oh,
I chugged that potion of greater healing.
Okay. Wyatt chugs that potion of greater healing.
What's the roll on a greater?
I can never beat Wyatt in a roll off.
Should be 44 plus 4.
damn that necklace.
God damn that
Fireballs are so spicy.
How many jewels
yeah.
does it have, DM?
necklace. It has 6.
Oh,
my
damn.
God. Kimmy,
Jesus.
You are going to ravage.
The
Shit.
fireball, it says it has 9 charges.
Well,
Yeah,
Well,
it's
the
random.
DM controls that, yeah.
Yeah.
So just
Okay,
like
you have it. Okay.
Fireball.
that's still a pretty strong fireball.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and then like if you cast it using multiple
Yep,
gems,
if-
it increases the level of the fireball, correct?
Yeah, so if she threw all 6, that's a 9th level fireball.
That'll like one shot an ancient dragon, Kimmy. Like it's real good.
It might one shot an ancient dragon.
It is insane.
Oh well, we do have a dragon to fight, so.
And you guys do
Yeah.
have a dragon to fight. Might be a fire one, who knows?
I mean, yeah,
That'd be smart. That'd be smart.
is real good.
How many gems did I get? Sorry, there was 9, and what type?
You found 11 cubic zircons worth 50 gold piece each. So Wyatt took 1, so you have 10.
I'm going to look at the cleric and ask if he can heal me or she. Are you playing a girl or female or a guy? Geo.
You
I
can't.
remember.
You can't ask them.
Tutti Frutti is a female.
Yeah, you can't ask them their gender on stream.
One, I remember you me.
Look, I mean to everyone, just get used to it. Can you heal me or not? That's your job.
Oh.
What is it to you?
The last person that was mean to me got turned into a ghost and died. So.
You know what? Ooh. Okay, 1 second.
Speaking of which, when we get out of here, I'm going to be attuning that Iodara face and assuming that form.
Yeah. All right, guys. While the party decides what's going to happen with all the new loot and what's going to happen with Sophia's character, we are going to take a quick 5-minute break. So we'll be back in 5 minutes, guys.
Yeah. AKA short rest.
Short rest.
That would be good, yes.
right, guys, we are back. So during our quick intermission, everybody took a short rest. Zexon was able to successfully peel Iodar's face off. Getting
Gross.
a token form right now.
There you go. There's your other token.
Beep boop.
For all intensive purposes, I now look like Iodara.
Just kidding. Let me do that one more time, Greg.
Enyo, was it Enyo? That's your
Oh,
name,
what's
right?
up? You gonna heal me, right?
Yeah, here's a potion.
You take a sip for me, yeah? And then I'll take the rest.
No, it's nothing poisonous. I won't poison you.
You sure?
Yeah.
Hmm.
That sounds like
Lars.
opposing deception checks.
It is not letting me change your picture there. Zax, do you know why?
Oh, just make a new token and give the control, and you can delete the one we have now.
Okay.
Don't I already have a potion that was given to us like a couple streams ago that I never used?
Yeah, I think
Instead of
you have.
testing this cleric's potion. Okay, I'm gonna use that instead of the one.
Actually, you might be out of potions. Yes.
What?
Lars was the only one that had multiple potions.
Hey Lars, can I have a potion?
All right.
There was a potion on Iodara's body that she didn't drink.
Zexon, can you control that person?
Okay, well then I'm gonna take
Yep.
Iodara's potion.
Thank you.
All right. After you guys do that, Fargus Rumblefoot goes over to the coffin and he takes a otherwise worthless amulet from around the mummy's body, and he's like, "I have it, the amulet of Cain." And he's like, "I can take this up to the surface and put it in a museum where it can be treasured by people for thousands."
Belongs in a museum.
Belongs in a
That's
museum.
in my hands. Let me see that thing. Can I do an insight on that amulet?
Yeah, go ahead.
God, no.
Duh.
So much.
You don't
for
know
what-
what's going on. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, can I do like an Arcana or something on the amulet as well?
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
Go ahead.
Can I do Arcana too after failing an insight?
You cannot. No.
Damn.
Hey, dead Iodara. What was your potion's stuff?
Healing potion?
Oh, it was just a regular potion of healing, 2d4 plus 2.
Smoke. It is an otherwise worthless amulet. It's just basically a sigil of let him know that he was a great king or whatever.
Aside from the value of the materials, it doesn't appear to have any real use, I'll say to the party.
And he's like, "So where are you guys headed to?"
What's the city?
Gracklstugh.
Gracklstugh.
Yeah,
Gracklstugh.
Gracklstugh. He would like to travel with you guys there.
I mean, I'm like, all my short peoples, I'm like all about spreading the love. So I'm like, yeah, bud, come on.
All right.
As long as you're not afraid of a couple murders, you're free to join.
Yeah, I mean, like, for real, we will be viciously murdering lots of people. So
People are somehow dying
heads up,
left and right.
We don't know what happens. It just one day they're gone.
Yeah. Like,
Can I go to the skeleton to say, hey, so what are you? How do you function? So I'm still kind of curious about that.
it's the 9th age of Faerun. You can't just ask somebody how they function.
Well, for you, when you arrived, I was in the form of a dark or a gray dwarf, and then you saw me take Iodara's face and then assume her form.
I just picture this person just like slowly like whining like a snake. You know how snakes always do that little thing?
Yeah.
Just like charmer, just like looking like with scrutiny.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So you guys are able to climb up the rope that was conveniently left, and you are back on the steamboat. The only people up there are Bupido and Jim Jar, it looks like. And They ask you if it was eventful down there.
I draw
we are-
Dawnbringer and I'm like, behold, stuff.
Behold, we have found things.
No, there's no point in going down there.
we don't tell him. I don't tell him about Ayadara. Anyone else?
I would tell him.
I'm like, yeah, it's above your pay grade, dude. Don't worry about it.
They notice when you don't come back with Ayadara.
But doesn't.
But actually, we don't come back with Zexin.
Guys.
Oh yeah,
the
so
first
Zexin doesn't
rule-
come back. It's yeah.
So I'm just like, it's above your pay grade. Don't worry about it.
But no, so because check out one of my flaws. I speak without really thinking through my words. I'm never really insulting others, so I must be like this. Damn, it's a really shame we lost Ayadara.
I'm like, guys, first rule of adventuring is you don't talk about adventuring. Don't talk about it.
All right.
Ooh, what if we called our campaign Project Mayhem?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Project Mayhem.
Anybody have any objections?
No.
Wait, what?
Say, what if we call our campaign Project Mayhem?
Yeah, that's fine. I don't care. That's fine.
All right. Let me shuffle some stuff around because I have a new character that is about to enter the fray.
I want her to like show up like treading water like face down in the
You
lake,
assume
and
that
we-
my character's female.
we have to like fish her out.
I cast sleep and good luck. Approaching our boat. Guys, what's that? Sleep.
It's a manta ray.
All right. So as you guys head towards Gracklstugh, go ahead and give me some survival checks as you start to get hungry and thirsty.
I gotta find some jerky. 17.
All right, you were able to catch 1 pound of fish.
I make 1 pound of jerky.
Ooh. I do stuff.
Enyo, you were able to find 1 pound of fish.
That's what I do.
Anybody else?
No,
Dex,
I don't really help.
Oh, can I turn those like mummy organs into jerky?
They are inedible in any form you choose.
I mean, I'm really good at making jerky, man. Like,
You can give
I
me-
got the secret spices.
You can give me a really hard survival check to turn
All
these
right.
ancient mummified organs into something
go.
edible.
Let's go. I rolled.
Yeah.
What?
You put it in your mouth and it just turns. It's like an ultra sardine cracker. It is just terrible.
All right.
My
It is
bag.
bad. So Smoke and Tutsosa, you guys suffer 1 level of exhaustion as you were unable to eat for the day.
Can I have some of those samples I took earlier?
They are inedible as well. Would you
I
like
mean,
to try and
if
make?
you would like to purchase some jerky from Lars's Emporium of Mystery Meats,
Yeah, you
at
are.
very competitive prices.
Your emporium is completely out. You
I
guys.
just made like 1 pound of fish.
People need 1 pound
for
of
you.
food a day to. What's up, Smoke?
I want to reach into my bag of mundane items.
All right, go ahead.
Okay, first of all, this D6.
You're gonna need to let me know what you pull out because I don't have that up 24/7.
I am rolling on the small woodland creature.
Okay.
table.
Ooh, convenient.
Ooh.
You guys also have a skunk and a halfling.
Ugh.
Dirty Mike
you
is
touch my
untouchable. He is part of the what organized crime family? The Zentrum. He is fam.
Yeah, I will straight up ice knife this boat if any of you come at the
It
skunk.
is canon that Dirty Mike, as a skunk, has a full back Yakuza tattoo, just like Emil and myself.
All right, what do you pull out of there, Smoke?
A handful of fire ants. I'm gonna
Okay.
realize what they are. I'm gonna quickly drown them.
Okay.
Wait. Give him to Dirty Mike. Give him to Dirty Mike.
Yeah, he needs some bugs.
Good news,
Sure, I'll feed
everyone.
Dirty Mike.
All right, so you take 1 point of piercing damage as you reach your hand, your remaining hand into a hill of fire, astral fire ants, and you hurry over to Dirty Mike, and he starts eating them off your hand.
I'm
I
gonna
know
need
that they're
some
not-
Dirty Mike RP
Yeah.
from the DM.
Yeah, Dirty Mike can level up.
Yeah. Let's go. Get a dire skunk.
And
Love it.
All right. As you guys start getting closer and closer to Gracklstugh, Bupido lets you know that it is 1 day away. So everybody go ahead and give me a survival check as your last day winds to an end on Darklake.
Oof. I got a 7.
Me as well.
No.
Weird.
Only if you eat.
Nope.
Did we rest on that day?
1.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
guys were able to rest overnight.
So I would have lost my
Yay.
point of exhaustion.
Rage
Yeah.
stacks.
Okay.
Let's go.
I got a 21. I'm gonna eat good tonight.
All right. Everybody is good besides Lars, but as you guys pull up, I'm gonna show you guys something.
Uh-oh.
Is it a cat paw? Because I know someone that needs another cat paw.
Yeah,
Was
same.
Since
All right, can you guys see what's on your screen currently?
Roast, Sid.
it's loading, I think.
Yep,
Oh.
I see it.
All right, so you pull into Gracklstugh, right? About
See, it's
here
very blurry.
in the Darklake district. So they let you, Jimjar and Bupido let you know that Gracklstugh is held together by a very, very strict set of draconian laws. They only worship one god who's pretty big badass, and they don't.
Okay, I'd like to hear more.
They don't take shit from anybody.
God, is it?
I'm like liking Gracklstugh so far. This is like my people.
I gotta do a history check then.
You can if you would like. Yes,
Gracklstugh is the Dwargar
it is.
city, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna retake that form
All right.
out of
I rolled,
convenience.
I rolled a 13 on history.
You would know that the dark dwarves are Durgar, as they're called. They're a very pragmatic and strict race. They don't do anything that doesn't make sense. They don't believe in having fun. They follow a very strict warrior code. And in the city of Blades, as the city is known, everything is dealt with very swift and very methodically. Any Durgar on the street can put you to death for a crime you did or didn't commit. Trying to haggle prices with a merchant is punishable by death. Jaywalking is punishable by death. Talking down to Durgar is punishable by death. While you're in the city, you can be taken as a slave if a slaver wishes to. Trying to resist is punishable by death.
Yeah. I mean, this is like my kind of town.
It is
I'm all
ran.
for this.
It is ran by a king known as the Deep King, and he controls the city.
Can I put on my burqa on now?
Can we call him the Dank King?
The Dank King.
Yeah.
Safer if I have my burqa on in this instance.
But yeah, as you guys walk up, you park at what is called the Darklake District. You walk up, and there is a large wooden gate ahead of you that separates the docks from the rest of the city. The ground at your feet gets smoother and smoother, a welcome respite from the uneven passages which you've become accustomed to in the Underdark. Eventually, stone tiles become more noticeable, turning the path into a proper road. You see spots of light in the distance, blue-white light that is too regularly placed to be phosphorescent mushrooms. The lights are proper lamps, flickering 2 massive stone gates blocking the tunnel. Before you get a chance to examine the intricate carvings of the gate's surface, a harsh voice hisses from a slit on the cavern wall that was not there before. "State your names and business," the voice orders in Dwarvish. Other similar slits open, revealing the tips of dozens of crossbow bolts. Behind you, a metallic din announces 6 heavily armored dwarves appearing out of thin air, their spears leveled at you from behind sturdy metal shields.
They speak Draconic, right?
They speak Dwarvish or Undercommon.
Okay, so I'm the only person that understands this.
I
If-
I know Undercommon as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you're a drop. Right.
I know Undercommon as well.
All right. Should you and I do the talking in you?
Yeah, and Jesse.
Just
Alright.
because I currently look like a dark
Oh, that's
dwarf.
true. Yeah. So I step up and I say, "We are weary adventurers that have come upon Gracklstugh with the recommendation of our friend here, who is one of your people, and we only seek entry and to re-provision ourselves and kind of like tap our weighty bags of gold that we've gained on our adventures."
Right. He looks you in the eyes and introduces himself as Glorglock, the captain of the gate guard. As well, as he removes his helmet, revealing the gray skin of his kind, he muses with his white beard as he walks closer. Noticing that you are the only one talking, he switches to common, and he lowers his voice. There is a discomforting glint in his eyes as he smiles. "You're clearly lying to me, and I ought to just send you to the slave pens. But you amuse me, so what is worth your freedom?" The Durgar waits for your answer, his gaze touching on each of you as he smiles in anticipation. Lars, go ahead and give me a insight check.
Insight. There we go.
Why don't we just give him 50 of
50.
all of the currencies?
I mean, I was actually thinking like I have 50 reasons why.
He is eyeing the Dawn Sword and also the Dwarven hammer on your back. Pretty.
All right, so I
intensely.
lean in and I kind of whisper. I was like, "I'm gonna straight up with you. You're not getting these weapons, but I will straight up give you like 100 gold pieces to like pretend that we're cool to walk through this gate."
He muses it over a bit and he turns behind him. He's like, "Arrest them." And the 6 Durgar point their spears at you. And from behind the gate, you see 20 more come out and surround you all.
Can I like give him a drink really fast?
He doesn't want your drink.
Is that the drink you try to give me?
All right, fine. I'm like, you can have the Dwarven Warhammer, but this other thing is mine.
I don't know what you're talking about. You can't bribe a member of the gate guard. Take them away.
Ah, you dick!
And unless you guys want to resist and fight this out, they manacle you and they take you.
All right.
Are they gonna? Okay, so if we get taken, are they gonna take our weapons? Because I will straight ass earth tremor any of them, all of them.
They are going to take everything of yours.
I'm not leaving Dawnbreaker. I say we cheese it and make for the boat.
All right.
I'm gonna earth tremor our escape.
All right, go ahead and cast. Let's roll
Yep,
initiative.
sounds like what we're doing. Here we go.
Oh no!
We can't roll for initiative without clicking on our tokens,
Can I
or it
just
won't
click on
show up
that?
in the turn order.
And then
Oop. There you guys go.
Thanks.
what am I? There I am.
Yeah, I get a surprise action too because I would absolutely love to cast Thunderwave at this point.
All
I
right.
knew Frank was right. We should never have come to Gracklstugh.
Hey, when we're running away, I get the highest initiative.
All right.
I'm okay with that. I'm fine with that.
Ooh, while I'm also doing earth tremor,
You're gonna have to do that on your initiative though, because they were totally expecting a fight, so you're not gonna be able to surprise your way out of this one.
But an earth tremor is always a surprise. It's like an earthquake.
Roll initiative, you bastard. There we go. All right, Zexon, it is your go.
So we have a bunch of Draugr in front of us, and then the boat at our backs.
You have 6 behind you, between
yeah.
you and the boat, and you have
Okay.
21 in front of you.
Can I just jump over one? They're probably like short as hell. What, like 4 foot? But
Between 4 and 5, yeah.
Oh,
well,
we didn't introduce Sophia's new character.
She is not
there yet.
she is not
we
there
haven't had an
yet.
opportunity
Oh,
yet.
Yeah.
alright.
Maybe the
Bella
op-
immediately got into combat
So
again.
Enyo's going first.
No, Zex is. He rolled a
What? But it says
22.
22. It says 16, 14,
Yeah,
11,
but
7, 4.
Yeah,
Zex is 22.
Yeah.
So what do you want?
Oh, it's because you're using her icon.
Yeah, he
Yes.
took her
Okay.
face.
I'm
Yeah.
currently a I'm currently a dark
That's
dwarf.
so
but-
confusing. I wish you would just be Skelly Boy all the time.
Nope.
And we could just RP it.
Nope. All right, but so I'm going to use my action to disengage,
Okay.
just to not provoke any opportunity attacks when I take my full move and my bonus action to dash right onto the boat.
All right, you make it to the boat.
Yes, and my next turn will be to start starting it up.
All
Yes,
right,
that's my turn.
Enyo,
Okay, so I guess Earth Tremor.
the 20 in front of you or the 6 behind you?
Well, I can't do it in front of me because then it would be hard terrain for all of us that are behind me / next to me running to the boat.
Yes.
So behind me.
All right, so
I
they
guess
need...
like saving throw because I'm behind her.
Yeah, so the 6 that are behind you.
Well, I believe she's casting it so there isn't an impediment towards the boat.
Okay.
Right.
So I'll just...
I'm making it harder for the 6 to come at us.
Well,
The-
there,
the-
no.
Well, we'll have to run through that.
Yeah, there's
Okay.
there's
That's
21
why
in...
it's behind me.
If you do it behind you, it's gonna make rough
Okay,
terrain.
fine.
Yeah.
I mean behind every one of us, like who's that, like behind all of us running, so that
Okay.
Oh, like, okay, so she's saying, like, we are in the act of running away. She's
Yes.
casting it behind us to aid our escape.
Okay.
That'll be at the 20.
All right, you go ahead and do that. It is rough terrain.
and I can't do anything else, so I'm just gonna keep running, I guess.
All right.
I want you to add up the 4 bludgeoning damage on all of those guys.
I will. Yes.
That might be our campaign high for the record right now.
Toot Sosa, what would you like to do?
Head to the boat.
All right, you head to the boat.
Fuck this shit out.
You're gonna need to make. You're either gonna need to take the disengage action, or you're gonna take 6 free strikes.
I'll take the 6 free strikes.
Okay.
Are you insane?
Ooh, living dangerously.
It's just 6 damage, right? Or wait, 6 strikes as in like 6 people hit me?
Yeah.
6 attacks.
Yeah,
6 people
get
attack
to
you.
attack you.
Oh, no, never mind, never mind.
You
Fuck.
already did it. You.
Well, that
but
would be their reactions, so you could save everyone else from being attacked.
what is your AC, Toot Sosa?
13.
All right, you take 1 crit, 1 normal, and a second dirty 20. The crit does 22 points of damage.
Yeah.
The
I'm
normal
down.
one does 6, and the other normal one does 6. And you take 34 points of bludgeoning non-lethal damage, and you are knocked out.
In what order do they come in? Because if the 2 that didn't put him down come after the first one, he dies.
It's 1, and then the crit, and then the third one.
But he said he's not lethal. They're trying to capture
It is also non-lethal. Smoke, it is your go.
I am going to cast Thunderwave, and now that Tutosa has fallen, unfortunately, I'm going to cost him a death save. But I'm going to cast Thunderwave and protect my 3 other allies that are right near me.
All right, Toot Sosa, you take a failed saving throw as a thunderous wave erupts from right next to you.
Don't you know I'll haunt you?
Very, very noble of you, our feline friend.
And they get hurt pretty bad. Lars, it is your go.
Can I drag Tutosa if I take the disengage action?
Yeah, I'll let you drag her as a bonus action. It's going to be an athletics check.
All right.
Well, I just Thunderwaved, so they should have all been pushed back 10 feet.
They are all pushed back 10 feet.
Oh, so I shouldn't have to do disengage.
I shouldn't have to
There's
disengage.
Oh yeah, the
well,
6 behind you, you won't need to because they already used their reaction.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna dash and drag Tutosa onto the boat with me.
All right.
I'm making for the boat with my movement.
All right, on their turn, they are going to pull out crossbows and fire at you all. So the first
Good thing we rested.
Yeah, the first 5 are gonna go into
mean,
Lars.
Are they gonna have? I'm gonna have half cover because I'm in the.
You
boat,
will have
correct?
half cover.
Yeah.
23 for 9 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
Next 5 are gonna go into Zexen.
Half cover.
22. What's your AC with half cover?
What's the bonus for half cover again?
It is +1.
16.
All right, you were hit for 3 for 27 points of piercing damage.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Well, you're on the boat.
Yeah, but I collapse into a pile of bones.
The next 5 are gonna go into Enyo.
That's rude.
Enyo, you were hit 3 times for 27 points of piercing damage.
Ow. Thanks.
And the last 4 are gonna go into Smoke. Or last.
Is this
last
lethal
5.
or non-lethal?
Non-lethal.
Yeah, so I passed out.
What is your AC with half cover, Smoke?
It's a +1 for half cover. That
It
would be
is
13.
All right, you take. You take 45 points of non-lethal damage.
Doesn't kill me.
All right. Who is all up on the boat still?
I know I am. I think that's it.
I don't know if I
Wait.
made it. I was just running still whenever I didn't.
You're all on the boat. That's why you got half cover. Lars, you are the only one that is up right now. What would you like to do?
Technically,
So
I
everybody-
am awake.
You are
So
still.
everybody's on the boat. So I.
And you
started-
notice that your 2 friends, your NPCs that were with you, Jimjar and Bupido, have disappeared.
Well, fuck those guys. We got to get the fuck out of here. Like,
All
let's
right.
go. I'm gonna
New
like
cheer.
put that thing into
Spaceman
like warp
3K.
speed and let's go.
Splash him. Wake up.
All right, you start to drive off. On their turn, you see the 6 Durgar. They all become enlarged, and they become large creatures, and they walk over and they start tossing rocks onto the boat. Go ahead and give me 6 dexterity saving throws, Lars.
Okay. I'm gonna have advantage on all of these.
1 Crazy Kitten, thank you for the new sub.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
All
If I
right.
fail that 12, I'm gonna re-roll it.
You fell the 10 and the 12.
All right, I'll re-roll one of them.
All right.
Oh, I have short
he
rest.
had-
So I'm gonna save face on one and re-roll
Okay.
the other.
No, sorry. You have advantage, so you
Yeah,
get.
I have advantage.
Yeah, you only fail the 12, so go ahead and roll.
Okay, so just one re-roll. Got it.
Yep.
16.
All right, you were good as these 6 rocks pummel your boat, and it is just crushed. You see that the smokestack for the steam engine gets bent. Your boat is effectively dead in the water, and these large Durgar start stepping into the lake type area, and it's just their chest hanging out as they walk towards you with swords.
Oh my god, slap
right.
me awake.
I don't know. Can you do that?
You are not able to now.
All right. So I'm
I
like,
stand up.
yeah. Okay, that was
All
gonna
right,
be my first.
he stands
thing.
up.
Like grab an oar. Let's go.
Yep.
And so
Yes.
like, I have +4 athletics. What is your athletics, Zex?
Athletics, you say? It is -1.
Oh, jeez.
All right. Well, okay. So I have a crazy athletics. Does that? And I'm helping by also rowing. Can that give Zex
I would help you.
advantage?
I
Yeah.
would
Yeah.
help
So
you.
all right. So we start rowing like crazy.
All right, go ahead and give me an athletics check.
A 20.
Yes.
Yeah, you make it.
Oh my god! Get out of here.
Oh my god.
On their turn, they are going to throw 6 more rocks at you, though. So go ahead and
How?
give it.
They're chest deep in an ocean.
They're picking them up out of the bottom of the lake and tossing them at
Fuck
you
those
What the
guys.
heck? That's some BS.
He's really trying to get us captured here.
Trying to.
So what? I have to make 6 more dex saves.
We'll let you do 3 and 3 since you're both
Yep.
up now.
All right, well, I mean, I have advantage. Okay, so I'll do my 3.
I'll do my 3.
Dex. All right.
All right, you.
I'm gonna save face.
All right.
On that 7.
How many times can you save face a day?
I didn't use it on the first one, remember? Because you
Oh, yeah.
said I only failed
Oh,
once. So
no.
that was so I made a 19, a 22, and an 18.
All right, you are good, but Zex, you take 12 points of bludgeoning damage as a rock smashes into you.
I go down proper this time.
Okay, and with that, you guys are able to get away from this area.
Fucking flex on these hoes. Look at these muscles.
You were all effectively knocked out, though.
Okay, I'll just like pour buckets of water on them and wake them up.
All right, you all wake up with 1 HP because you were beat to death by these drow and hit with crossbow bolts.
Draugr.
So
Or
that,
Draugr,
I'm gonna
yeah.
hold my head and just be like, so that was a great idea to attack them. 10 out of 10 would do again.
10 out of 10.
Yeah, I'm like, I look at Dombringer, I'm like, #worth.
Got look at purse and
Nat Awesome, thank you so much for the host. Guys, Nat Awesome is our sister channel, and they stream every Sunday, so go ahead and check them out on Twitch.
And smoke. I'm gonna cast. What was it called? Where are you at? Prayer of Healing. I'm gonna say, come here, come hold my hand.
Here, kitty, kitty.
I'm gonna immediately like find a place to lay down and fall asleep into a long rest because I'm tired AF from all that rowing and getting us out of there.
All right, you guys may take a long rest on the Darklake if you would like.
Yes, we would.
Casino. This is the Dark Lake. There's things in here.
Well, then we'll take shifts. Come on.
Yeah, I only need to rest for 4 hours.
It's 10 healing, so you're welcome.
All right.
Thank you.
Nothing happens on your guys during your guys' long rest.
Great.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's a new day. I'm gonna pull a new item out of my bag of mundane items.
Go ahead.
Get something useful.
I'm hoping for something useful.
Oh, so while he rolls that, I'm actually gonna call upon the ghost of my buddy dead Frank and basically be like, man, we need like a real mulligan here. Like, where should we go?
All right. Well, it's a different guy every time. Last time it was Lenny Coggins. Today it's Today it's Con Shawnery. And Con Shawnery, the human fighter, his ghostly form appears, and he points you back in the direction of Gracklstugh and tells you that you were meant to go there.
I'm just like, bruh. Come on.
And go ahead and give me a charisma saving throw as your mind is racked with the visions of your dead friend Con Shawnery. You gain one more level of madness. While you're up to 2.
2 points of madness.
That's dangerous.
Let's see what once you reach 5, you die. But
what do I gotta roll?
A D100.
All right.
Pull out a set of playing cards.
50.
Look at them.
You already rolled a 50 last time, so go ahead and roll again.
Okay.
That was your last madness.
Stop rolling 50.
30.
30. I try to become more like someone else I know, adopting his or her style of dress, mannerisms, and name.
Wait, what?
I'm gonna pick Con Shawnery.
All right, you adopt your dead friend. You see your dead friend, and you're like,
Yes.
Yes. And you start speaking like him all the time, and you're like, I believe the Red October is back at Gracklstugh.
God damn it.
The Red October.
I pull out a box of playing cards and I take a look at Zexon and I go, "Here you go, they're magical," and I hand them to him.
Oh, you have a magical box, a magical set of playing cards.
It is not actually magical.
You want to draw from this set of playing cards?
Pick a card. Any card.
There could be many things inside this deck. Who knows? But no, it is not magical.
All right. So I guess we have to go to Gracklstugh.
Just we sneak in this time, maybe.
There are ways you could sneak in, definitely, but your guides are gone all of a sudden.
Okay,
I
how
can
about
try
this?
to scout the outskirts.
What do you got, Enyo?
Jesse and I can go. Oh, and of course, Dirty Mike.
Mhm.
And
I mean, you can't
Dirty
forget
Mi-
about Dirty Mike.
Of course, no, Dirty Mike is the best. Okay, so Dirty Mike and I will transform into a skunk as well, and Dirty Mike and I will sneak on through, and we'll look around, seeing possible areas, while Jesse also goes around looking on whatever he wants to do. And then if
Yep.
he sees any trouble, he can just be like, "Oh, I'm a skeleton. No, I'm dead."
Okay.
You know.
So can we like dock the boat like outside, like on the shore, but like outside of the city bounds where they wouldn't see us?
Yeah, definitely.
All right, let's do that, and then they can run recon.
All right, you are able to dock the boat on the far side. Go ahead and give me investigation rolls, Zex and Enyo, as you guys check it out.
I'm gonna adopt the deep gnome form just to be extra stealthy.
All right. Enyo, you were able to find a passageway that leads into Gracklstugh.
What about Dirty Mike?
Yeah, with his help, you're able to find it.
I rolled a nice 4.
You, duh. But
Yeah, there's a
Enyo,
wall.
Enyo lets you know that she has found what looks like a path into the city.
Can I still? I can't talk when I'm in the animal form. So how do I just like smack the ground a bunch and be like,
What animal are you?
"I'm a skunk"?
You're a skunk. Yeah, he can't. She starts doing the skunk thing where she stands up on her front 2 feet, and you look at her and like trying to
Then I,
signal you.
So that would be a
Yeah.
perception check to
walk
see
up
what you're trying to
her
say.
and I walk up to her and I'm like, write it in the dirt.
No,
Right.
it's just Zexon and Enyo right now. You,
okay.
everyone
Yeah,
else.
we're like hanging out on the boat.
Well, good. Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can see what she's saying.
All right.
I'm just like hopping up in like an area and like kind of moving my body towards it.
You have no clue what she's trying to say. In fact, you can't even tell the difference between
Yep.
Enyo and Dirty Mike.
Dirty Mike.
Yeah.
I see the confused look on Zex's face, and I just look at Dirty Mike and tell him, "All right, we need to like push him this way." So both of us kind of like go behind Zex and kind of like push him like in the direction of where the crack is, and then kind of like walk towards it.
All right.
All right. All right. Do I notice?
And as you're doing that, it looks like Dirty Mike is walking up to you, and he's like, "Oh, baby, you are my peanut, and I am your brittle. Oh, my little ado."
It's just like he's going full like Pepe Le Pew, and you're right now.
Yeah.
Mike, this is not the time. Also, not the right gender / being.
Like no means no, Mike.
This is why you were canceled.
I will. Let's just go, Zex.
All right,
If I
so
hit Zex into this thing in the crack. Dirty Mike, touch me, and I will smack you with my tail.
all right.
All right. We enter the crack.
You enter the crack and you hear the hustle and bustle. However, you don't see any doors. You see what looks like hundreds of the little Darrow creatures, which Bupido was. And you hear them speaking and hiding. And as you pass through the crack in the wall, the stench in the air changes from acrid and metallic to fetid and repugnant. The fires of industry replaced with squalors. The homes in this part of Gracklstugh are carved from the rock or are just holes arranged in no apparent order. The chatter in the air is unnerving, with hundreds of Darrow muttering and screaming at each other, and otherwise reveling in their insanity. Those who spot you look at you with a burning hatred. And the Darrow are very, very mad little creatures. They are completely insane. They mutter to themselves. They do crazy things like hide from their own shadows. And more than once, you look at one just stabbing one of its friends for no reason whatsoever. And it looks like you're in the Darrow ghettos of Gracklstugh.
Do we know if they'd be afraid of the Dwargar?
They are afraid of the Jorgar, and they are also hated of them. You can make a history check if you are native to the Underdark.
I don't know, so.
All right.
I'm not there.
But yeah, that is what you guys see. Would you like to go back to the boat and relay this back to everybody else?
Yes.
All right.
I will stay in the tunnel just to make sure it's safe.
All right. Enyo in skunk form paddles back to the boat, and you like to turn back into a half drow and let everybody know?
Yes.
And she tells you that she found a way into a Durgar ghetto of Gracklstugh.
Okay, cool. I am going to stow Dawnbringer and our shiny Warhammer
Okay.
in my pack so that nobody can see them, and just carry my like basic bitch great axe.
All right. All right, you guys meander into the Durgar area of Gracklstugh. Go ahead and give me, all of you, a stealth check as you walk into Gracklstugh.
Ooh.
A group stealth check. So one person roll for everybody with advantage.
Let me do it.
Don't do
Let me
mine.
do it.
Okay.
Nope.
I mean,
Let me do it.
What's your bonus?
7.
Oh,
All
okay,
right.
yeah, you do it. Okay.
All right, you are good in there. As you are going, you are walking, and all of you start to feel what sounds like itching in the back of your mind. It's coming from a certain direction.
And that direction would be?
Just down a random street.
Okay.
Would you guys like to try and see what it is?
Wait,
If you
could you repeat that?
So all of you feel an itching in the back of your mind. It's kind of uncomfortable, like someone is trying to read your thoughts.
Can I do insight?
If you are trained in Arcana, you can make an Arcana check.
Yeah.
Oh, so I can communicate with Dawnbringer telepathically. Can I ask her like if she knows what's going on?
Sure.
I do that.
She says that someone is trying to read your mind. There's psionicis tracking you.
Can she shield our thoughts?
She can shield her own thoughts, but not you.
Damn. All right.
And then Smoke, Tutsosa, and Zex, you guys feel that your minds are being intruded by psionics. And as you look in the direction, you see 4 Durgar approaching you. They are wearing gray cloaks, and they have a red flame emblazoned on them. As they get closer to you, you see that they are holding green blades that are made of pure psionic energy. And 3 of them stand back while one approaches you. This one is unarmed. He introduces himself as Jorgal. He is a keeper of the flame here in Gracklstugh. He notices that you guys are not from this place, and you are just the kind of people that you are looking for. He heard of a group that matches your description, fought at the Darklake earlier, and if you would like to avoid being pursued by the guards of the city, he has an offer for you.
Remember, guys, there's some rules out there. We can get in trouble again. I'm not willing to get knocked out.
Yeah, can we hear the rules again?
The rules where you're not supposed to bribe or anything. That's
basically every Durgar, whatever the Durgar say is law, you can be killed for anything the Durgar choose or don't choose to frame you for, whether it's legit or not.
Okay, weird. All right.
Can I give him? Oh, can I give him some to drink?
He doesn't want your drink, and he You can go ahead and make a wisdom save.
I'm proficient in wisdom. Yay.
Oh, Smoke has joined us on the screen.
Yeah. He says that he won't be taking your love potion as he reads your mind and knows exactly what you're gonna.
All right. Well, he can probably tell that I'm just like tired of this shit.
Is that Jim or Pam?
Jim.
Okay.
I love it.
All right.
On relaxing.
He gives you guys badges. He's like, these are badges for the Sacred Order of the Keeper of the Flame. Now you will accompany us to meet our Lord Themberchaud.
Yes.
And we have about 15
It's
more.
like we have a choice.
15 more minutes left in the session, so we're going to go ahead and do this introduction. The Durgar priests lead you to a building carved from stone, just outside a huge cave entrance. The ground trembles slightly, and you hear thunderous voice echoes against every wall. Everybody gets a very, very bad smell as they approach this. Everybody besides Smoke. Smoke seems to kind of enjoy the smell.
That smells tasty.
And then Garkator, a voice calls as a reptilian behemoth comes into view. It scales the color of lava, its bright yellow eyes glowing in the shadows of the cave, coming into light. You didn't say I was having surface dwellers for dinner today. And the dragon chuckles at his own wit. Its massive body gives the distinct impression that he is overweight, indicating eating habits that don't bode well. Foreigners, the Gracklstugh priest says with great reverence, meet the father of the flame, the ever-burning of the founder's heart, Themberchaud, the great red dragon of Gracklstugh.
Oh, it's the dragon. Oh, no.
And you guys finally discover what the smell was in this room. Usually there would be a huge pile of gold underneath this dragon. However, it is replaced with thousands of cats. And there are cats crawling all over the dragon. He's like petting one with his little claw. There are thousands of different regular everyday house cats in here. The priest explains to you that contrary to what dragons usually do, about a year ago, Themberchaud gave up his hoard of gold and requested that his hoard be replaced with cats. And so he has been bringing in cats from the surface and the Underdark, and he likes them more than he likes gold for some reason.
I would like to push Smoke towards the dragon. Like, hey, have that.
He does take an interest in Smoke. He's like,
all right,
a little bit
So
bigger.
while she does that, can Dawnbringer tell me anything about dragons?
Yeah, Dawnbringer tells you that this is indeed a great red dragon.
That's
Can
it.
I roll a history check to see if I would know anything about this particular dragon?
You can, yes.
Ooh, I'll do the same since Dawnbringer is super old.
Nope, I don't know much.
Wow.
You guys don't know much, but he tells you his history. He's a red dragon, and he loves to gloat. He lets you know that he is raised from an egg in Gracklstugh, and he has never left the city. Every day he walks the city and lights the fires of the great forges.
Well, seeing as I'm the one that he's taking the interest in, and I do have some courtiers training, I'm going to turn it up. Well, my lord, that's a very noble business that you have there. May I ask, why have you spared our lives this day?
He lets you guys know that he's not sure why his keepers have spared your life. But he says that he would like to ask something of you. And then he turns to the priest. He's like, you will leave this chamber and you will not listen in on my private conversation. And the priests turn around and leave. They seem pretty upset that the dragon is making them leave, but who are they to argue with a dragon? The dragon tells you that he thinks that something is up with the keepers and that they have been manipulating him, and he wants you to be a double agent for him. And out of nowhere, he starts breathing fire into a corner, and you see what looks like an invisible Durgar catch fire, and he burns to death as he was trying to eavesdrop on the conversation.
So I kind of elbow Inyo, and I'm like, I like this guy.
Same.
He says that he's the one, he should be the Lord of Gracklstugh, not the Deep King Horgar. And he says,
hell yeah, brother. Let's go.
He's like, I am for once not the one pulling the strings around here, and it unnerves me.
I too would be unnerved.
And he's like,
I turn, looking at each of the party, looking for like if anybody has any assent or dissent type ideas. So, party, what do you guys think?
I'm like,
assent.
Yo,
For the cat guy.
let's light some shit on fire.
Let's do
And
it.
then I'll bow deeply without making eye contact with my lord, and I will say, "We are at your service, my lord."
all right. You all cover your ears as his booming voice screams aloud. And he's like, you may return. And with that, the 3 keepers of the flame return. And he's like, they are yours to do with. And he's like, get them out of my sight. And they notice their friend that's burned in the corner. They lead you away from Themberchaud, and they let you know that they are, they're like, Themberchaud has recently became too mighty for us to control. And so we brought this into the Underdark. And he shows you a picture of a red dragon egg. He's like, for millennia, this is what we do. We wait until the dragon becomes adult size, and when he's starting to become too powerful for us to handle, we kill him, and we raise a new dragon from an egg. Recently, another group inside the city who call themselves the Grey Ghost have stolen this dragon egg, and we can't find who they are. We only know that a Darrow, who only goes by the codename of Droki, is a messenger for these Grey Ghosts. We want you to track down this Droki and bring back the red dragon egg so that we can continue with our plan of dispatching Themberchaud. And
So,
with that, he gives you guys a holy symbol of the dwarven god, Ladiguar, and gold pins featuring Themberchaud's profile. He says if you are stopped in the city, you may flash these badges.
All right. I asked him if there might be like a priest, or I don't know, maybe like a dwarven psychiatrist that can get rid of madness.
He lets you know that
And
he can.
I mean, like, obviously I do this like in the voice of Khan Connery, very poorly imitated.
So do it.
Yeah, do it.
Ooh, man, how
Poorly
do you do
do
it?
it.
What is it, like a Scottish accent?
Yeah, everyone knows what Sean Connery sounds
Can
like.
I find a dwarven psychiatrist? Because like this is really it's terrible. Like, awful. I can't keep doing this. This is terrible.
All right, he looks over your entire group, and he walks. He is a greater priest. He places a hand on each of your heads.
Your
He's-
hands are clean.
He's like, for the price of one of the cubic zirconian diamonds, I can cast a greater restoration spell on you. He's like,
don't let him touch me.
All right, I'll give him the.
He says,
diamond
I can
that
only.
that I grabbed.
He says I can only do this on one person, but there are 2 of you with great curses upon you.
I look at
So
Wyatt and I say, or I look at Lars and I say, please go ahead.
yeah, whoever has the most madness, I would say would get it.
I feel like if you did it on Zex, he'd just like actually die.
He looks at you, Smoke, and says that the madness is not your curse, my tabaxi friend. It is the were-rat curse flowing through your veins.
Oh yeah.
Yes,
I
Dun,
forgot.
dun,
Oh, that doesn't come up.
dun.
Well, I mean, there's no moon here, so
Yeah, well, there is still a moon cycle, regardless of whether.
Can I roll an insight?
Yeah, go ahead.
I just want to see how legit this guy is.
As far as you know, he's
I
legit.
really like what
He
you're
is like
saying
the
right now.
greatest priest of all.
You
Gracklstugh.
think that there's no way in hell he would know that you were bitten by a were-rat.
Can I roll for insight so I can hear this or something? I want to hear this.
You're there.
You're right there. He hears it.
All right. Well, I give him a diamond, and I'm just like, come on, man. Like,
And I'll
tired of
put
being
my
this
hand
way.
up. Who's the other person with the curse?
Lars has the curse of 3 madnesses currently.
Yeah.
2 madnesses.
Oh, okay.
2 madnesses.
But I have the actual curse of.
Yeah.
Yes.
But he can
How does
only.
it feel to know that me cutting your hand off helped none? Because it healed me.
Yeah. I mean, for all we know, he's totally cured because, like, we cut that hand off before it could infect him.
Well, you would think that he's not cured because how else would this priest know about the curse afflicting him?
Lucky guess.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I already gave him a diamond, so I'm like, do your mystical mumbo jumbo
On you or on?
on me, please.
All right, he removes all your curses.
Thank you.
And then I pull another diamond out and I hold it up.
He lets you know that that was a one-time deal for one of you.
Till when?
Till he can rest and cast it again.
I'll be back tomorrow.
So, there you go.
He'll let you know that he would like that dragon egg back before he gives you guys any other help.
I mean,
The
that's the
Durgar,
only reason we're here, though.
the
Right?
Durgar are proud and pragmatic people. We don't just help outsiders. He's like, you'll have to
I mean,
bring.
we gave you a diamond, so it's not like we were just you did it willy willy.
I mean,
And
what happens if my curse afflicts me while I'm attempting to help you in your cause?
Yeah, I mean, like, do we know what actually causes somebody to turn into a were-rat? Like, is it a moon thing?
It is when the moon, full moon happens each month, whether or not you're on the surface to see it.
When is the
All
full
right.
moon?
You guys don't know because you completely lose track of time because you're underground.
I would ask the priest, when is the next full moon?
He lets you know that the moon should be above the overdark in the next 13 days, so you have 1 10-day.
Oh, we got a while.
Can I cast suggestion so he can maybe do it again?
You would know that he's probably out of spell slots to cast such a spell.
Oh, we got plenty of time.
We have time.
We can handle this.
And I kind of wave to the party and I kind of bring them over as an aside. Like I want to speak to them without anyone being able to hear
So
as much as possible.
Get
If
like
that's
a
okay.
like a huddle, like huddle up.
Yeah, kind of like huddle up.
Well, let's go.
And I kind of say to them, I think we should appear to work for the Flame Keepers. However, I think that our truest alliance should be for the Dragon Lord.
Well, yeah, that's what a double agent is. So
Yeah.
of course.
And then
Yep.
Lars is like, "All right, so just
Hush.
Cool.
yeah, like
Do you know what?
just keep whipping me on this. Like, but what if we like take the dragon egg for ourselves and
I'm
then
up
we
for
get
that.
a dragon?
Yeah, I'm down.
I
I'm
think
down.
we keep
for
the
that.
dragon eggs for ourselves. Absolutely.
Yeah, so like
Yeah.
we find the dragon egg and we're like, they smashed it before we could take it back. They were like real dicks. And we
No,
kill
what
them
if
all,
we-
so there's no witnesses.
Mhm.
And then we take the dragon egg
Yep.
so that like the priest can't do anything. And then technically we did what the red dragon wanted, but we get our own dragon.
Yeah.
I love
All right.
it.
Yeah.
With that, as you guys are doing that, you see a creature that you have never seen before. It looks like a human manta ray hybrid, and the creature is being brought before you in shackles as the other flame priests get towards you.
Is his name Man Ray?
Man Ray Man. They talk to the keeper of the flame priest and say, "We found this one rotting in the jail cells. This one may aid the cause of having outsiders help us," and they release this creature to you. And that is enter Glinlar. Glinlar.
Man Ray, got it.
Man Ray Man.
Yeah, he smells really delicious to me.
With that, however, we are going to end today's session.
Man, we're gonna do a heist. I'm so excited.
With
And I can
that,
disappear.
you guys got some XP today.
Nice.
Do I get the same XP?
Oh.
Yeah, you
We
will
did
get.
so
You will all
much
get the.
XP.
You will get the same XP.
I wasn't. I was dead for half the session.
Nice.
Wait, is Man Ray Sophia?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Man Ray.
I mean, Man Ray, maybe if you hadn't just opened up freaking closed things all the time, you would have lived longer.
Well, you know, I was trying to kill the character.
Hey, I just say follow your dreams, keep opening up.
Keep opening up things.
I'm sure you
Follow
would.
your
You gave a
nose.
love potion to me.
Hey, I just wanted you to be nicer to me.
I would
All right,
never
you
try
guys
that.
get quite a bit of experience today. Altogether, you guys get 3,800,
Holy cow!
and I'm
level
gonna
up.
divide that by 6 for all of you.
Oh, just kidding. That's not that much experience.
That isn't a lot.
People.
That's just
Good
enough.
news.
Everybody
We have
gets-
a lot of experience.
Everybody gets 633 XP.
It's not.
Is that including RP?
That is including RP.
All right.
I'm like halfway to level 4 right now.
Not even.
Yeah.
Not
We,
quite.
we should be at 1593.
Yep, you guys are 1593.
Nice.
What area does the you guys level up at?
27.
27.
2700.
Uh, 27. I need that sweet stat boost at level 4.
All right, guys. Tonight was our session 3.5, technically session 3 of Turbo Nerds: The Path to Gracklstugh. Thank you for all of our followers. We got past our goal in our $520 donation for our Viking campaign, so that will definitely be next on our list.
Oh wait, if I use the amulet, can I call upon Evangeline or Iadara?
Yeah, well, I'll allow that happen next session.
How much experience did you say we got again?
You are all at 1593. Those of you that are watching right now, if you could give us a share on Facebook, try to generate some more followers. I think we might have hit 100 followers today, but our next goal is 200. Keep watching us, sharing, liking, and most...
Oh yeah, and we hit the donation goal.
We
So
did hit our donation
more
goal.
information on the Viking campaign soon.
Yeah, we will definitely be doing a Viking campaign. Thank you all. We wouldn't be doing this without you. And that was today's session of Turbo Nerds. See you next Thursday.
Bye, y'all.
Bye, guys.
Bye.